Giants' turn to try and answer, and here's Saquon Barkley, and he's off to the races. The 30, the 20, Saquon for 6. Deep to right field. Oh, baby. Put it on the scoreboard. The kid has done it again. Jordan, open. Chicago with the lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good evening to everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Lewis Sports Network. It is your boy Lewis coming back at you again with the Godfather Jefferson, giving you basketball live with yet another live stream. Smash the like button for Speak Your Mind Sports Talk and for Lewis Sports Network. Make sure you guys subscribe to both channels. Also, make sure to share on your social media platforms. Tonight, it is the decisive Game 5 between the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Clippers here in the Orlando bubble. Salute to everybody in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here for both me and D as we give you this basketball coverage. In the meantime, right now, they are still giving the Jazz and the Nuggets. Right now, Donovan Mitchell is having a duel with Jamal Murray. He's got 31 points in the second half, 40 for the game. Wcqf started off the game 8 for 8 with 21 points in the first half. But right now, Denver find themselves up by 9 with 1:19 to go. And this will be a tough loss for Utah, considering that they had this series wrapped up in the beginning for the most of the three quarters. But this is a huge win for Denver, man, because now they can force a Game 6 at the very least. So that's at least good news. But again, salute to everybody, man. Appreciate you guys coming through. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Yosis. Shout out to Chopstick. Shout out to Ron. Shout out to Karam. Appreciate you guys being here. That's right, man. The Nuggets are keeping this season alive. I thought the Nuggets were going to get it done. We're going to be out, but that has not been the case. Denver has really stepped up. So give them kudos right now. All right, so right now it's a 110-104 game. Utah is down by 6 with 43 seconds to go. And a timeout was just called with 43.8 seconds remaining. So I think there might have been a 20-second timeout. But this is a tough loss for Utah, considering they were up by double digits in this game, guys. So they lose. They have to be forced to play a Game 6. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the second half. The help that he was getting in the first half, he's not getting it in the second half right now. It's time to put the Rockets on the brink of elimination. We'll see what happens for Game 5. We'll see. The Jazz were up 15. That's right. Oh, yeah, he does need to step up tonight. He does. Shout out to Edwin, man. Jamal saved. Well, he saved the Nuggets. Wow. I think it's night-night for the Utah Jazz. Yeah, I was like, he saved the Jazz. I'm like, what?
Wcqf. Yeah, that's the nail in the coffin right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Nuggets made some adjustments defensively. Now can they bring this into Game 6 when they go? Well, it's fun. It's funny how I was about to say, oh, they got to go to Utah. I'm like, wait, they're not going anywhere. They're gonna still be in that bubble. So, yeah, I mean, when they come back on the court on Thursday against the Jazz, so it's a huge game. It's do or die. The Jazz have to treat it that way. They definitely got to treat it that way. So. Wow, Wcqf just hit the dagger 3, man, with 22.8 seconds to go to put the Nuggets up by 9, 113-104. That is the dagger. Utah's not coming back from that. And the fact that they blew a 15-point lead. Yeah, that's it's over.
Man, I just looked at my stream. I had this damn thing on unlisted. Cut it on public.
I can't say it again, D?
I said I just looked at my stream. I had it on unlisted. I just cut it on public. I was wondering why nobody was in there.
Oh. Oh yeah, because I was looking like why nobody was in the comment section.
It was on unlisted.
Oh, okay. Hopefully, we'll probably get some people coming through as it is. All right, man. So it's at commercial break, 113-104. Remember, guys, the Utah Jazz against the Nuggets in Game 6 will be on Thursday. We're doing the Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks tonight for this stream. Obviously, Paul George has got to step up.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell.
I mean, the thing is, Jay, it's hard to control, bro, because that name has been going around already. So, I mean, people are going to be saying it regardless. Shout out to Rico D. No one's joking about the pandemic. They're using that to describe Paul George, though. But oh, your Tigers are beating the Cubs. Oh, nice. Oh man. Okay, cool.
Tigers
Paul
beating the
George.
Cubs. Yes. Yeah. I went for the Tigers. I got them on one of my tickets. I hope they win that.
I did too. I picked the Tigers over the Cubs. Oh man. Paul George is playing poorly during the time of the pandemic, therefore he is pandemic P. That's that's what basically they're saying. But I know that people have lost their loved ones during this time, but that's what they're kind of referring it to. It's more basketball more than personal, but depends on how you take it. Because I know other Jay was saying that he just felt like that was a little classist, but hey. All right, guys. So we're just still waiting for the game to start. This game is still going on right now.
Only 17.9 seconds.
There's a 6-point game, 113-107, 17 and a half seconds. Remember, guys, the Jazz had a 15-point lead in this game, and they're down 6 right now. Donovan Mitchell just hit a big-time 3 off the glass. But how's everybody doing tonight, man? Hope everybody's doing well. Who thought the Rockets and Thunder series was over, anyone? Well, I picked the Rockets to win, but I said that it was going to be competitive. I just thought after the first 2 games, I said that, and remember what I said, Karam. You remember I said this. I said as long as the Rockets play like that, I don't see the Thunder winning. The problem was they stopped playing like that, and the Thunder are back in the series. But I also said that got to give kudos to Dennis Schroeder, Chris Paul. Those guys stepped up, and they played great and showed this Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So if you remember how I said it, that's the way I said it. So I said that if they keep playing that way, it's going to be a problem. So, but because they've gotten away from that, it's hurting them now. Now they're in a 2-2 series tie. Now, the only thing that we have to wait and see is it going to be able, we got to see if the Thunder can repeat this and make it a 3rd straight win. So we got to wait and see. They have a chance to win. They have a chance. We just got to wait and see. But I think it's going to be a great game tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, they gonna ball out tomorrow, man. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game tomorrow too.
I could definitely see that. I could definitely easily see it be a high scoring game for sure. Jamal Murray's got 42 points, y'all. 42 big ones in this big game 5, man, in this do or die. Ron says, what's poppin', D?
What up, fam? Jay, Gideon, Ron, Jay Jefferson was buzzing, cousin.
I got the Thunder winning the series because I don't believe in Harden or Westbrook, even though he hasn't played. I still got the Rockets, man. I still got the Rockets for this one. I think it's going to be like that in the second round. The only thing I worry about the Rockets going up against the Lakers is, are they going to actually be running offensive sets against them? Because with that small lineup, because if not, and the Lakers use their size, it's over for the Rockets easy. Yeah, Murray's been balling. Murray's been balling in this series, and he put the Nuggets on his back for definitely sure in this second half. So we got a 115-107 game right now with 13.7 seconds remaining. 8-point lead for the Denver Nuggets, and this do or die for them. Huge game. And I'm just glad as an NBA fan because we get another game in the first round. So, because the East ended pretty quick, and you still got the Bucks tomorrow, and I think that series is going to be over tomorrow in 5.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think they're going to take care of that tomorrow.
And so the East, the second round is going to be set, and the second round is going to be lit, people. Bucks, Heat, Raptors, Celtics. I know there's some players missing, from the teams, from both teams, in terms of Raptors and Celtics. But that Bucks Heat is going to be very interesting as well. So I can't wait to do those with D. It's going to be a lot of fun. They're going to be lit, and I know ratings are going to be through the roof, man. I could definitely see it. So it's going to be great and fun to do it with D with you guys in the chat, and then hopefully see what the Eastern Conference Finals are going to look like. Because I feel like the second round, I think the ratings to me are going to most likely be better in terms because we have some better matchups, and the 4 teams in the Eastern Conference are all in the top 10 in defense. D, let me ask you a question, man. What were your thoughts on Giannis winning the Defensive Player of the Year award over Rudy Gobert and Anthony Davis? Did he rightfully deserve it, or did you feel that Anthony Davis or Rudy Gobert, you can make a case for them being Defensive Player of the Year?
I mean, I felt like you can make a case for all 3 of them. I know a lot of people don't like Giannis, but look, man, I think he did a terrific job defensively. You could see the difference when he wasn't on the court. Like they were getting killed in the paint, scored on, and all that. So and he did his thing this year, man. A lot of people hate on Giannis, and I'm not you, but a lot of people just don't like to see. I don't know. They don't like to see Giannis get so many awards, but he was balling this year, man. He was balling. I don't have a problem with it. I think both of those other guys had a case and they deserved it too. But that's just how it is. Sometimes you have multiple guys that deserve the award. Only one can get it.
That's true. Shout out to B Dizzy, man. Appreciate you. What's going on, bro? Appreciate you coming through the stream. Rico says, imagine if Giannis is Defensive Player of the Year and MVP in the same season. I think it's most likely he's going to win the MVP award. I think so. And the crazy part is, I didn't know this, but I saw on Bleacher Report when Giannis won the Defensive Player of the Year award, he's the first and only player to ever win a Defensive Player of the Year, a MVP award, which he won last year over James Harden, and Most Improved Player. No player has ever done that in NBA history. So that just puts Giannis in a class of his own with that. So that's a heck of an accomplishment, and it's only at 25 years old. So now for Giannis, it's a matter of accumulating his accolades, obviously his statistics, and obviously winning championships. So as long as he's doing that, Finals MVPs, when it's all said and done for Giannis and he continues to get better, we have to then figure out where do we rank him among the best in NBA history. So that'll be the next thing. Can he possibly crack a top 10? So, we will have to wait and see for that.
Got to get 1 or 2 titles under his belt before we start to consider that.
Wow, that's good. Wait, James Harden ended up 3rd and LBJ is 2nd. It's crazy to me that Anthony Davis wasn't even a finalist. Like, that to me is what's so crazy about that. If you look at the impact, like I said, LeBron is having a great 17th season, leading the league in assists, but he's not the reason that the Lakers are in first. He's part of the reason. Like, the impact defensively was because of Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, and JaVale McGee, especially because they give them the advantage with the offensive rebounding. All 3 of those guys are great rebounders when they're on the floor. If you look at their per 36, like that's how impactful those 3 guys are. But LeBron fans are so invested. They're just like, oh, LeBron's the reason. I'm like, yes, what happened last year, considering the injuries and all that, and the whole activate playoff mode thing. Like, I heard that, man. All right, guys. So we're getting started. Mavericks versus Clippers, man. Game on, man. Getting ready for this game 5, pivotal game 5. All right, so we're about to see the starting lineups for both teams right now. Here in the Orlando bubble, in the wide world of sports complex, we got Dallas and LA. Remember, guys, no home court advantage. We got a 2-2 series tie. Denver with a huge win against Utah, 3-2. We got Houston and OKC tied 2 games apiece, and then the Lakers and Portland and Lakers with a 3-1 series lead. That's the only series that's, in my opinion, not going to 6 games, unless the Lakers have some kind of major letdown, but it's not happening. So I think they close that out in 5. There's no Damian Lillard out with a right knee, with a right knee sprain. All right, man. So what are you looking forward to in this game, D? And for everybody in the chat, obviously, other than Paul George, that obviously play well.
I'm looking forward to see what Doc Rivers does with a defensive scheme for Luka Doncic. I'm expecting to see is Beverly playing tonight, or is he out?
Oh yeah.
All right, yeah. I'm looking for them to lock Luka Doncic down. Kristaps Porzingis is out. Knee.
Yeah,
he hurt his knee.
Not playing. Yeah,
right.
He's not
he hurt
playing
his
tonight.
knee. So yeah. I'm looking for them to lock down Luka Doncic, make the other guys work. But Trey Burke, he's been hot, and Tim Hardaway Jr. can take off too. So, it's not just going to be an end of it locking down Luka. But Kawhi Leonard, I'm looking for Kawhi Leonard to step up to the plate, just like Donovan Mitchell just did against Jamal Murray over there. Step up to the plate and attack Luka. So we're getting started here, guys. Go ahead and take it away, Lewis. Start the game.
All right, man. Starting lineups: Luka Doncic, Trey Burke, Maxi Kleber, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Dorian Finney-Smith for the Mavericks. For the Clippers, Landry Shamet, Paul George, Ivica Zubac, Kawhi Leonard, and Marcus Morris Sr. So what I'm looking forward to is the defensive schemes like UD on how Doc Rivers guards Luka Doncic. Also, Kawhi Leonard, to me, being the primary defender on Luka. And then also, Paul George has got to step up. If the Clippers don't win this game, Doc Rivers might be fired at the end of this playoff series if they lose. Anyway, so the Mavericks get the tip. Here comes Trey Burke, gives the ball to Tim Hardaway Jr., comes off the screen, shoots the three-pointer. Just like that, the Mavericks take a 3-0 lead to start this game. Again, guys, smash the like, hit that subscribe for both channels, man, as you guys come in. Hopefully we get ourselves another thriller like we've had. All right, so Paul George gives the ball to Kawhi Leonard. Paul George comes off a screen. Paul George pushes off on Tim Hardaway, decides to take a step-back jumper, knocks it down. That's a good sign for the Los Angeles Clippers. 3-2 is the score. Take it away, D.
All right. So here comes Paul George. So I think I'm a little bit ahead of you. Paul George shoots from the top of the key, can't hit. Marquise Morris gets the rebound, goes down into the lane. Luka on the defense, pulls back outside. Morris, turnaround jumper, and can't hit. Here comes Finney-Smith with the rebound, kicks it to Luka. Luka coming back up court. Luka dribbles down inside. It's the floater, so Dallas up real quick, 8-2. 10 minutes, 37 seconds left in this first quarter. Here comes Kawhi Leonard. Has Finney-Smith on the defense. Kawhi gets the ball over to Shamet. Down to Marcus Morris. Shamet goes down inside, drive to the lane, and gets fouled by Luka Doncic. So Shamet will go to the line for 2. And that's something else they may want to do is get Luka, try to get Luka in foul trouble earlier. Keep going at him. He's not, he's a decent defender, but, you can get him in some fouls. Zaro's 2 times. How you doing? Yo, man, I know about this basketball thing. I just dropped by for a second. All right, that's what's up. Appreciate you, Zaro's. So Luka, did he hit that? I missed that. Lewis.
Hold on, I gotta redo the stream.
Oh, okay, I got you. So Shamet hits both free throws, so it's 8-4. Here comes Trey Burke. Trey Burke gets the ball over to Luka out on the wing. Luka dribbles down inside, brings the ball back out. Has Zubac on the defense, steps back behind the 3, shoots the 3, air ball. Shamet picks up the rebound, throws the ball ahead to Zubac. Zubac can't hit, and it looked like Zubac was fouled down low. So Zubac to the line for two. Early fouls on the Dallas Mavericks. And they're gonna, they're not gonna. They may get punished down in the paint, guys, because they don't have Kristaps down there.
Yeah.
Clippers might start to bully them down in the paint. So Zubac missed the first free throw, still 8-4. Zubac up to shoot the second and drained it. So it's 8-5, 3-point game. Dallas still on top. 10 minutes in the first quarter. Here comes Luka Doncic, has Paul George on the defense. Doubled up. Marquis stepped up on him. Tim Hardaway steps back behind the three-pointer. Shoot the bottom of the net. Tim Hardaway feeling it. So it's 11-5, 6-point lead by the Dallas Mavericks. Kawhi Leonard with the ball. Fakes to Paul George. Paul George cross court to Morris. Morris drives down inside. Gets the ball in the Zubac for the layup. 7-11. 4-point game. Luka Doncic with the ball. Drills it over there to Kleber on the side for the three. Kleber can't hit. Kawhi comes down with the rebound. Here comes Kawhi. Kicks it to Paul George. Paul George up top to Zubac. Zubac can't handle the pass. Luka comes down with the ball. Luka drives right at Kawhi Leonard. Kicks the ball out in the corner. Tim Hardaway Jr. to get it back up to Luka. Kawhi Leonard switches off Luka again. He lets Morris get some. Luka goes right down inside and score. And see, that's what I'm talking about there. Kawhi has to pick him up. Tell the man to switch off. So here comes Paul George backing down Finney Smith. Turnaround jumper, George. And George rattles around and falls in. So 9-13. Take it away, Lewis.
All right, man, I'm ready. Here we go. Luka Doncic with the ball, 13-9. Comes up off Finney Smith's screen. Gives it back to Luka Doncic. Salute to King Julius Caesar. Make sure you guys go check out his channel out, guys, in the chat. Salute to him. All right, ball's given to Finney Smith. Kicks it out to Kleber in the right corner for three, and he drains that shot. Dallas off to a 16-9 lead. Here comes Landry Shamet quickly down the floor, being guarded by Trey Burke. Allen Iverson 2.0. Drives left, goes behind the back. Tries to go right. Loses the handle. Has to pass it to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard with Finney Smith on him, takes his time, decides to get to his spot, shoot the mid-range, knock it down. And D is absolutely right. Score is 16-11. I need to see Kawhi take the challenge defensively to Luka Doncic. I need to see more trapping as well. Luka Doncic with the ball. Nice. Tried the entry pass to Tim Hardaway, but good deflection. And the Mavericks turning over. Here comes Kawhi. Kawhi Leonard posting up Tim Hardaway. He's at the free throw line. Gets inside, shoots a fadeaway jump shot, knocks it down. Kawhi brought his game. Offensively, I know he's going to bring it. It's defensively, I really need to see him take the challenge. So 16-13 is the score. All right, Luka Doncic slowly brings the ball back up. It's a 3-point game, 16-13. Paul George has now picked up Luka Doncic. All right, so the ball is given to Trey Burke. He drives on Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, he takes a jump shot, but the ball is short. Rebound to Zubac. Gives it to Marcus Morris Sr. Gives the right outlet to Paul George. Paul George crosses, takes it all the way to the basket, shoots the shot, and he can't get the shot, gets the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Kawhi Leonard, gives it to Paul George. Paul George drives baseline. Paul George pushes off, puts a lot of fakes up, and he drives to the basket, and he scores. And the score is now 16-15. We got a 1-point game. 7:03 remaining. Timeout, Dallas, man. So 7:03 remaining in this first quarter. Score is 16-15. We got a 1-point game so far on the Lewis Sports Network with Speaking My Sports Talk. Make sure to smash the like and hit that subscribe.
And I'm already seeing these guys. Chain TC, what's good? What's good? I'm already seeing these guys, watching these guys, it just, I just lost my train of thought, man. I saw something in the comment section. Wow, that's what's up, Chopstick. I was over here. But anyway, I'm already seeing these guys get bullied down in the paint. And I think that's going to be the difference in this game. I'm starting to see that already, man. They're not going to be able to. And it's not like the Clippers are a very big team, but they used to playing that way. You know what I mean? And Montrezl Harrell plays big anyway. I don't even think, they better not let him get going because I don't think they have anybody that's going to be able to do anything with Montrezl Harrell down in the hole. His arms are too long.
Yeah, Montrezl plays bigger for his size at 6'7", which is something that the Clippers, they needed when he was out, especially dealing with the loss of his grandmother. So, and I know he is still trying to work himself into game shape. But this is why kind of also they need to get rid of this series. They need to, win this in 6 if they can, because once they do that, they'll have a little bit of time to try to be able to try to see if they could get some chemistry on some downtime, and then work himself back into game shape. But it's tough to do because it's just not a lot of time, especially with how much time everybody has missed, in the bubble, especially with all these players coming back from injury, because we had a lot of injuries this season. Salute people in the chat. They need to attack Luka, yeah, because he's injured. I agree with that, Ron. That's a good point. PG better, yeah. Jay's right. He needs to be aggressive, man, because if he's not, they're gonna kick him out. They're not gonna want him back in LA. Trust me. At least with the Clippers. Yeah, right now he needs to attack the basket. He needs to not settle for that jump shot, because PG will get into a rhythm if he starts to attack inside. What I don't want him to do is to fall in love with that jump shot, because that'll give the Mavericks a chance to still be in this game if he starts to miss. So it can't just be Kawhi alone offensively. And then defensively, like B has been saying, the best player in Kawhi Leonard. And like I said also, Paul George also needs to take onus defensively and guard Luka, because you're talking about two of the best defensive wings in the NBA. They got to live up to that name. So they got to be better. They got to be better. Both of those guys. All right, guys, so we are back. 7:03 remaining in the first quarter. Score is 16-15 in favor of the Dallas Mavericks. Clippers are on a 6-0 run, as G Money mentioned. So let's see how the rest of this first quarter turns out. All right, so we're back.
All right, Tim Hardaway Jr. shoots up a three, can't hit. Here comes Kawhi Leonard. Out on the way, drives down inside, kicks the ball outside to Morris. Back to Kawhi. Kawhi dunks inside, right over the top of Tim Hardaway Jr. and got around Luka Doncic. And like I said, Luka Doncic is decent on the defensive side, but he's not going to be able to do anything with Kawhi Leonard. So Paul George, they double team Luka immediately. Get the ball over to Finney Smith. Finney Smith gets it to Tim Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. steps back, takes the jump shot, can't hit. Zubac comes down with the rebound. Paul George will bring it down for the Clippers. 17-16. Morris up for the three. Morris drains it 20-16. So it's a 4-point game. LA Clippers on top. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Here comes Luka Doncic. Drives down into the lane. Turns around on Zubac and gets the ball stolen. Nice way of Paul George and Morris to get in that passing lane. Paul George pulls up for the three, and Paul George bottom of the net. So here comes the Clippers starting to feel it. 23-16. They gave the 3 points to Dallas, but they're going to switch that. So Luka comes in, kind of bodies Morris. He doesn't get the call, so he misses another shot. Here comes Kawhi Leonard. So it's a 16-0 run for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard steps back and makes it an 18-0 run. Clippers 25-16. Take it away, Lewis.
All right, Clippers with a 9-point lead. Luka gets a double screen, drives all the way left on Paul George, and he draws a foul. Clippers on a 16-0 run in the last couple of minutes as they take the 25-16 lead, and we got a foul on Paul George. As Jay's been calling him pathetic in the comment section. Logan says, I would rather have Kawhi guard Luka than Paul George, and I would have to agree with that because Kawhi's the best player, and he's the best defender, overall defender, compared with him and Paul George. Paul George can defend, but I think Kawhi is a little notch above him in terms of defense, especially what he could do. So he needs to take the onus in guarding Luka. He's the best. And nice job by Kawhi right there, guarding the inbound, and was actually deflecting out of bounds. Kawhi's got to use that wingspan, which he just did right there. And so they have to pass the ball in. So, and I'm pretty sure,
I want to see a little more defense from Kawhi on the court. See, look, yeah.
All right, Luka Doncic takes the jump shot, and looks like we got did they call it offensive travel? Travel? It might be. I think that was a travel.
That's supposed to be an attack. Come on, Rev. Just because it's Luka Doncic, don't let him do it. Pack him up.
All right. Landry Shamet with the ball, being guarded by Seth Curry, who just checked in. He's got 3 turnovers already. That's the thing also with Luka. He does turn the ball over a lot. Paul George gives the ball to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard getting sized up by Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Drives right, gets to his spot, a little push-off, nice pump fake, goes with the hook, and he gets the roll. And Kawhi Leonard scores plus the foul. So Kawhi Leonard already going off in this first quarter, man. So he will go to the line for a 3-point play. Nice drive right there to the right. A little bump, push off. Kawhi a little too strong for Kidd-Gilchrist. Kidd-Gilchrist never really worked on his body, in my opinion. It was one of the reasons that he always got injured a lot. I know he has that weird hitch on his jump shot, but he was way too skinny. He never tried to get stronger or try to bulk up a little bit.
Luka scores with the runner. Luka not giving it 18-28, and Shamet down the other. And Shamet puts down the 3-pointers. The Clippers are starting to feel it. 31-18. Here comes Luka Doncic. Luka dribbles around Zubac. Tries to get down into the lane. They trap Luka up. Gets it over to Seth Curry. And Shamet steals the ball from Seth Curry. And Seth Curry with the foul on Shamet. So the Clippers are starting to pick up the defensive intensity. And I'm telling you guys, I hear a lot of people saying, Luka this, Luka that. But a lot of these stars got their wingman, their 1-2 punch, their Robin, their second guy. And Kristaps Porzingis is down. So it's going to be tough for Luka to take this team down, in my opinion, without Kristaps. So here comes Kawhi Leonard. Dribbles down inside. Kawhi Leonard reverse right over Cleveland. Kawhi Leonard scores. And the Dallas Mavericks are going to talk about it, man. It's 33-18. Clippers open up a 15-point lead on the Dallas Mavericks after being down. So see how the Dallas Mavericks respond to this.
Wait, what is Patrick Beverley complaining about? I saw him put his hands up in the air along with Montrezl Harrell. I don't know what was that. I'm guessing if he's trying to get the foul or something.
I didn't get that either.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But anyway, so 4:03 remaining in the first quarter, 15-point lead, 33-18. Shout out to Freddie Gee in the chat. Salute to you, Freddie. Appreciate you stopping by. He says Kawhi got to guard Luka. Y'all gonna try to kill Kawhi. Nah, it's not kill because at this point, Kawhi had all the rest he needed, man. He had 4 months off, so he all good, man. It's playoff minutes from here. He was able to do it in Toronto last year. He got to do it with the Clippers right now. This whole Kawhi thing, it can't apply now. In the regular season, yes, but in the playoffs, no. There's no excuses at this point. It's the playoffs, so it can't happen. PG has a lot to make up, and shout out, as always, once again, to Freddie G. PG has a lot to make up for the other games where he left his game in his room. He left it in his damn hotel room, so he needs to bring that out.
Yeah, Paul George been kind of streaky. What's up, Freddie G, my man? Respect to you. Paul George been kind of streaky in the bubble and in this series here, so he's going to have to be a little more consistent. But, Paul George had this issue back in Miami, if you guys think about it. He had this issue getting into the playoffs, getting a little streaky. Hopefully that Paul George don't return, especially for the Clippers. I believe what Lewis said, Obama going to make some moves here if these guys don't produce because they spent a lot of money for these guys.
I said this in the stream a couple of days ago. I said with everything the Clippers invested in, you got Steve Ballmer, the billionaire owner, you got Jerry West, all this money, and people have talked about the culture that the Clippers have in all this, and you got Doc Rivers. This could all come crashing to a halt. These dudes don't make a deep playoff run, so they got to get to the Western Conference Finals to at least show some kind of hope. So if they don't get there, that's going to be a problem. and it's going to expect some changes because I can already tell that Steve Ballmer is a very impatient person already, and he's going to be aggressive. So he's expecting results. A lot of money was invested on this team, so they got to get it done. And here's the thing, that the reason why Kawhi Leonard gets a lot of love in some sense, because if you remember last year, he gets credit for knocking down the Warriors last year. So that's the reason he's getting all this love. A lot of people were thanking Kawhi because a lot of people, they couldn't stand Golden State. Even if Kevin Durant only played 11 minutes in the NBA Finals. So that's the reason Kawhi was getting all this credit, which is why a lot of people don't like it now because he's been low managing the last 2 seasons. So that's pretty much how it's gone. But the reason that go ahead.
No, go ahead. The reason, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just basically gonna say that that's the reason that Kawhi has gotten all this credit. And like I said, Kawhi is a great player. It's just that knee injury is really keeping him from being on the floor, and that's something that he's gonna have to deal with. And although I think he's one of the best players in the game, I can't put him at the top of the best players because he's not gonna be available all the time. And I like I said, he's my favorite player, but I can't put him in that. I can't put him in that top 5 because he's just not available. When he's available, you could make an argument top 5, but he's just not. Take it away, D. 33-18.
All right, 33-18. Landry Shamet with the ball. Got Seth Curry on him. Gets it over to Reggie Jackson. Like we got a offensive foul on Zubac. So turnover for the LA Clippers. Lou Will checks in the game for the Clippers, and Shamet gonna go have a seat. Shamet playing good ball since he's been in there. Here goes Seth Curry. Seth Curry gets the ball over to Luka. Luka with the quick step off Kawhi, and it was a foul call. So the refs heavy on the whistle to come off this commercial break. They done blowing the whistle 3 times already. Seth Curry to bring the ball and gets it. Comes Seth Curry, dribbles down inside. Seth passes the ball out to Luka. Wcqf Morris on the defense. Luka double team immediately. Gets it over to Gilchrist in the corner. Gilchrist can't hit the 3. Kawhi Leonard comes down with the rebound. Brings it down. Drives into the lane. Shoots over the top of Gilchrist. Fouled. So Kawhi Leonard will go to the line for 2 to see if he can extend this 15-point lead, make it 35-18.
Keep rocking, D, because I'm behind right now.
All right. What's your time count?
I'm at 3:11 right now.
Oh, that's why I'm at 3:11. Why just get ready to shoot the free throw?
Kawhi's about to hit. Sharp is about to shoot free throws.
Yeah, that's what we have. I think we have the same place. He just shot the first one, and he missed it.
Yeah, just now.
Yeah, we like really close to the same place. That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
Kawhi misses the first free throw, guys. Nah, get ready to shoot the second. 3 minutes, 11 seconds left, and he misses both. But nice tap out by Wcqf Morris, and then Kawhi misses the 3-pointer. So Kawhi a little bit off there, misses both free throws and the 3-pointer. And here comes Luka Doncic once again, right over the top of Reggie Jackson. Luka Doncic killed Reggie Jackson in the last game. Looked like that's continuing. So Zubac with the ball almost traveled. Zubac got to put that ball down. Kawhi Leonard gets it over to Morris. Morris with Luka on the defense. Luka on Lou Will mismatch, but he gets it to Morris inside, and Morris goes up for the dunk. And it looks like it's an offensive foul. Morris hit Boban in the mouth.
Yeah, he kind of pushed off a little bit with that hand too. Anyway, with that left hand when he was trying to go for that dunk.
Right.
Which is what Doc is telling him. He said you didn't need to push off. You could have just went and tried to lay it up. But anyway, Montrezl Harrell checks into the game. Yeah, see, he smacked him right across the face with that left arm. All right, scores 33-20. And we got another turnover by the Mavericks. So if this is one of the Achilles heels for the Mavericks, it's not just defensively, but they also tend to turn the ball over a lot. They've got 5 turnovers already in this first quarter. All right, Lou Will with the ball. Again, smash it, like it, that's subscribe for both channels. Gives the ball to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard goes around on Trey Burke, passes it to Lou Will. Good extra pass to was that Patrick Patterson? No, JaMychal
Reggie
Green.
Jackson.
Oh, Reggie Jackson, my bad. Reggie Jackson for 3, and he trades it. Good ball movement by the Clippers. 36-20 is the score. 27-4 run by the Clippers over 6 minutes. Luka Doncic tries to get it going, gets the offensive rebound over Montrez, fakes it, shoots a shot, and he draws it.
Come on, ref.
Nah, I don't know about that. Montrez went straight up.
He didn't even jump.
No, Seth Curry's playing, Logan.
Wow, I don't know about that call, man. Harold was on his feet. He didn't even jump. He put his hand straight up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's a wild call right there. But it's just one call, and the ball don't lie, Luka Doncic. Right off the front of the rim, Luka can't hit the first free throw.
Yeah, ball don't lie. Shout out to Anthony L. Appreciate you being here, man. So, guys, Thursday, we got a 4 o'clock between the Jazz and the Nuggets. We got 6:30, game 1 of the semis between the Celtics and the Raptors. I think we should do that one, D, East semis. Yeah. And then we got 9 o'clock, game 6 of the Clippers and the Mavericks. So, actually, those are all good games, honestly.
Yeah. So, here we go. Kawhi Leonard shoots the 3 over Seth Curry. Can't hit. And Montrezl Harrell can't get the ball. You know, it's amazing that Montrezl Harrell even tapped the ball over Big Boban. That's what I said about those long arms. And a nice pass in the corner to Finney Smith by Luka Doncic. And it looks like Luka Doncic got away with Luka Doncic got away with a foul. They ended up getting the offensive foul anyway, but it looked like Reggie Jackson is a little slow to get up. Looked like he's shaking up on the ground.
Yeah.
So that right there is where Luka got away with the foul, right there.
Oh, hit him in the back of the head. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, bro. They should look at that again. Luka might have to get a technical for that, man. That was dirt ball right there. Look at it again, ref. Flagrant foul.
How hard did Luka hit him?
I don't know, but he could be acting a little. You never know with these guys. But I seen when Luka did that. I was like, wait a minute, that should have been a foul on Luka. They didn't. I guess the refs didn't see that.
Luka got away with that one, man. Smack. Well, if he's gonna do that, he might as well smack Kawhi's knee into place, man. Maybe he won't have any more knee issues, man, with the way he got away with that one.
Yeah.
All right, man. So we are at a timeout. 20 seconds remaining for that timeout to come back. Jay says, with this lead, the second quarter will be very telling. Mavs can't go through the motions in the second and expect their normal fire in the third. If they do this, the game will be over at the half. But I also have to say this too. The Clippers can't get complacent because that's how the Mavericks got back in this game in game 4. So they can't bank on that neither, that the Mavericks is going to go away. They just lost the game without Porzingis. They can't afford to have that again. So if they get complacent at any point with a double-digit lead and they lose again, I feel like this series is most likely over for the Clippers. And a first-round exit with all the hype that they had coming into this season, that would be a very bad stain with the Clippers, considering the Clipper curse will continue. That's how it's going to be treated. So I don't want to, as much as the Mavs are banking on that, Jay, the Clippers can't be complacent either. So wait. So the ball's given to Kawhi Leonard back into play. Wow, he shoots misses badly. Montrezl on the offensive rebound. He gets stripped from behind. Here comes Trey Burke for Dallas, only with 21 points in the first quarter so far. So the Clippers have done a solid job defensively. All right, Boban, nice bounce pass to Finney Smith, but he went up a little bit weak, and he ended up stepping out of bounds on that play. So the Clippers will get the ball back.
Boban got some huge feet, man. He get that foot out of bounds. I don't know. Lou Williams drives down inside, kicks it back out to Paul George. Back over to Lou Williams. Lou Williams almost lose the ball. 8 seconds to shoot. Lou behind the back to Morris. Morris for three. Morris drains it. 39-21. Clippers opening up that lead under a minute to go. Here comes Luka Doncic. Dribbles around the screen of Boban. Kicks it in the corner to Seth Curry. Curry gives it to Big Boban. Boban with the mismatch on him. Shoots a short jump hook over Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell crying again. Calm him down. The refs will call a tech on you, big boy. Big Boban will go to the line.
And like I said, that's another thing that you could use against the Clippers. They got a couple of hotheads on this team. You could get them and you could bait them into technical fouls, which is why I said coming into the playoffs, Doc Rivers is gonna have to take some onus and take control. And then obviously Kawhi Leonard, if he doesn't start talking and get some of these guys to calm down, it's gonna be some teams that other teams could use if the Clippers do advance. And I'm gonna say if, just because of depending on how this game goes. What they could use against the Clippers if they get frustrated. So Doc has got to find a way to channel his emotions. You know, you're the coach, and then obviously the players on the floor also got to do the same thing and come together. So, no, Marcus Morris has been great in this series, G Money. I agree with that. He's played some solid defense. He's contributed offensively. So he's doing his part.
Yep. All right, guys. So here comes Lou Will, gets the ball to Paul George, and Paul George is off tonight. And Morris pops the ball over to Kawhi. Kawhi goes inside with the layup, and Kawhi scores. Little contact there, no call by the refs. Reggie Jackson seems to be going back to the locker room to get checked out. Luka Doncic with the ball. Got Paul George on him. Steps back. Long three by Luka, but Luka can't hit. And that's how the first quarter will end. 19-point lead by the LA Clippers to end this first quarter, 41-22. And I do like this. I like the first quarter for two reasons. I picked the Clippers to win this. Also picked the over. So they got 61 points in this first quarter. That's excellent for that overs.
That's exactly how I picked it. I said that I felt like the Clippers were going to come good offensively, and I thought the Mavericks would be good. But fortunately, they got 41 points, so that still helped me out so that they were able to get over 60 points. So that's good. But I thought both teams would be in the 30s. But the Clippers are actually doing good defensively. But the great thing is they were still able to score 40 points. So that's good for me. All right, guys, so we're at a timeout, man. 41-22 is the score. We got a 19-point lead for the Los Angeles Clippers. Again, guys, smash the like. Make sure to hit that subscribe as well. Let's see. Clips are playing with the right intensity early, but they got to finish the next three quarters. G Money also says, I know the Mavs are shorthanded, but they need to play with more intensity. Yes, they overcame a 21-point deficit in Game 4, but they can't rely on comebacks against a veteran team and expect to win. The Clips have moved the rock and have gotten everybody involved. The Mavs cannot depend on the Clippers to have a letdown. Like I said before, the Clippers also cannot expect to be complacent because you're up 19. This is how you lost Game 4 because you let the Mavericks come back into the game little by little in each quarter to the point where the game was so intense and close that now it's like you're playing not to lose rather than play to win. And what happened there was lost. So especially because you're the favorite, you're expected to win this series. So, and yeah, this has been the Mavs' MO pretty much. They get down, they try to come back, they're expecting for that third quarter. Like I said, if you are the Clippers, any little bit of complacency and you're going to find yourselves in another close game. And then you got to contain Luka. So far, you're doing that right now. But you cannot let him go off at any point in this game. And if you're the Clippers, you want to win it and definitely close out.
Yep, and I don't think they're going to let him go off. They've been, quick to did a double team on him as soon as he looked like he wants to take a step. And I still want to see Kawhi step up to the plate a little more on Luka. Maybe it's Doc Rivers is telling them not to hold off and They just plan on keep double teaming Luka with other guys, and then they'll keep Kawhi free. Since he can recover quick, maybe that's the plan. I'm not sure, but I would like to see Kawhi Leonard step up and get on Luka Doncic.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. So we're back in the second quarter.
Yeah. Dallas. I'm wondering if I know Luka can put up points, but I'm kind of thinking too here, Lewis, unless the Clippers go cold, I'm not sure if Dallas will get back in this game because I don't believe they have the defense to dig into a 19-point lead. Luka's resting on the bench now too, so we'll see how this goes. And a sloppy pass by Lou Williams. He gets the ball stolen, but DeLon Wright can't score. And Montrezl Harrell with the save. And Trey Burke comes up with the steal. So great defense to start the second quarter by both teams. Trey Burke goes around the screen. Trey Burke gives the ball away. No, but Cleaver gets the save. Wow, I thought that was out. So he gets the save, gets it in the big Boban.
Wow.
And Burke with the pass in the Boban. Boban fouled inside. Wow, that ball was bouncing all around the place, guys. Augustin Rogue in the building. What's good? Go ahead, Lewis.
Salute to Augustus Rowe coming through. Shout out to SLT Perk. He says, is the unicorn playing? No, Porzingis is out for game 5. He is out for game 5. He was also out for game 4. We're going to have to see if he's going to be available for game 6 as well. All right, first free throw for Boban is good. It's crazy for a guy that big. He has such a nice touch around the basket and at the free throw line. Anthony L says, this game is going to determine everything we need to know about both teams, but especially the Clippers since Dallas is shorthanded. Jay says, Clippers may wait till the third to try to put a stranglehold on Luka. The Clippers have to make sure also that they're still good offensively. If there's any dry spells, as D mentioned, and the Mavericks start to score the rock with Luka on the bench, that's a top-telling sign for the Clippers. So Luka crosses over.
2 shots missed right there, back-to-back also already.
Mm-hmm. So DeLon Wright with the basketball. Boban's ready to set the screen. Drives on Paul George. He fakes, goes up for the layup. He scores plus the foul. And it is 41-26 as DeLon Wright goes to the free throw line. Looks like Reggie Jackson is coming back. So looks like he is okay. But I thought that was a poor job by Paul George on the defense. Never really kept him in front. Kind of rode his coattails and then with that bump and then draws a foul. So Paul George is struggling and he's kind of struggling defensively. But DeLon Wright,
luckily for them, they just there you go, Paul George. That's what you need to do. Drive it to the lane. Watch that ball go through the hole. So Paul George gets into the lane and scores 43-26. Here comes Trey Burke out on the wing. Trey Burke passes the ball over to Seth. Seth with the nice move. Seth dribbles down inside. And Seth tries a turnaround jump on Harold, but he's too long for you, Seth. Harold blocks that in, takes the ball. Harold goes right down the inside that big Boban and scores, gets the foul to the line. Montrezl Harrell, big man in the hole. And like I said, guys, Montrezl Harrell plays big because his arms are so long. This guy's arms, I'm telling you, he could tie his shoes standing straight up. This guy's arms are so long. So what a move by Montrezl Harrell to get inside, get the score, get to the line, and brings that score back up to 19 points. See if he can bring it to 20. And Montrezl Harrell drains the free throw for the 3-point conversion. Trey Burke will bring the ball across the court for Dallas Mavericks. Pass Paul George on the defense. Trey Burke looking for Cleveland. Trey Burke dribbles around the Boban screen. Dribbles down inside, kicks it back outside. That's right. They get it down to big Boban. And Boban fouled by JaMychal Green. And I think the Clippers need to stop doing all of this crying, man. It's like every time the ref make a call, they throw a tantrum. They're going to catch it technical for that soon. You know the ref's not going to deal with that. Take it away, Lewis.
Didn't I say that there's a way to get the Clippers all mad, and it's happening right now? And I said, listen, Doc, you're gonna have to get a hold of these guys, man. I'm telling you, because constantly all this complaining. All right, man. So the inbounds the ball to Seth Curry. I gotta just say, man, Seth Curry's skills have gotten so good, man, over these last couple of seasons, man. All right, so Trey Burke giving the ball to Boban. Boban, but he traveled right when he went for that one-handed turnaround jumper. Jay makes a good point. Unfortunately, because he's kind of big and slow, he doesn't really have the win to play all those minutes. Because I think he could be really effective if he played more. But unfortunately, he's not able to. All right, so Paul George has got the basketball. Paul George decides to take a step back three, and it rims out. And see, Paul George is going to get himself in trouble. He keeps settling for that jump shot. All right, so Trey Burke has got the rebound, goes around a Kleber screen, shoots with the left hand, and almost makes it, rims out, but he draws a foul. So nice play. So they just showed that when the Mavs turn the ball over, the Clippers have gotten 16 points off of their turnover. So the Mavs have got to do a better job of taking care of that basketball if they're going to get back in this game.
Yeah, they definitely got to do better than that, man.
We should rename Montrezl Harrell to the Energizer Bunny because that's who he reminds me of every time he's on the court. That energy that he brings, the wingspan that he has. Okay, look at this. Look at this. The Clippers are 5th in defensive rating. They're 3rd in opponent's field goal percentage, and they're 3rd in rebounding. These are the defensive ranks that they're putting with the Clippers. But at times with the way they've looked, shout out to Caden. Appreciate you coming through, man. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Caden Alvis if you guys have not. Putting up great content. The young man that he's doing right now. And Seth Curry with they get the offensive rebound, and Seth Curry is able to put the ball in the basket on a nice floater. Like I said, I'm really impressed with his skill set. 46-29 is the score. Seth Curry is proving that he can ball more than Steph Curry's brother. Lil Will takes it all the way to the right.
Williams drives to the right. It's the foul, gets back to the line. And guys, they get in the Dallas Mavericks into foul trouble. I was just saying this earlier. This is the 3rd trip down. 3rd attempt at the line. I mean, Dallas is falling apart right here. And that's what I was saying, Lewis. I'm not sure if they have the defensive power to stop this team without Kristaps.
The thing is that Kristaps is big because of what he can bring on defense. But the thing is, Dallas's defense is their offense. Like I said, sometimes their defense is like they're kind of hoping that teams end up missing shots. There's moments where they can play it, but it's not sustainable. Like I said, they get high when they score. Lou Williams misses the free throw. But that was terrible Mavericks defense just right there as he got to the cup. 48-29 is the score. The line right gets all the way to the basket on Zubac. Good contest by Zubac without fouling with his hands up. Lou Williams comes back with the rock. 48-29. Fakes. Tries to go up. See, Lou Williams got caught. He didn't know what to do, so he decided to just flip something up. That's just not smart basketball. Curry comes around the screen, dribbles to the middle, shoots another floater, scores again. Once again, guys, beautiful textbook floater that point guard should learn. Nice play by Seth Curry, scores 48-31. Reggie Jackson back into the game, gives the ball to Lou Will. That's not a good spot to give a person the ball because you can easily trap him. Zubac with a bounce pass to Paul George. Nice elbow jumper on the right side to score. So it's 50-31. Take it away, D.
All right, Seth Curry with the ball, gets it over to Cleveland, back to Curry. Curry with Paul George, stuck back for the 3. Curry can't hit. Zubac come down with the rebound. Gives it to Jackson. Jackson back in the game. He'll pull up for 3, and Jackson drains nothing but net. Let's go. Clippers 53-31, 22-point lead. And Rick Carlisle wants to talk about it.
All right, Clippers with a 22-point lead right now with 8 minutes remaining in this first half. And Montrezl is showing the intensity right now. And, hey, listen, we was talking about pathetic P. How about this, man? 6 of 10 from the field, 13 points. So far, so good. So far, so good. Got to see if he could bring this for the rest of the game. But so far, so good for the Clippers that pathetic P is looking like playoff P, at least in the first half with 13 first half points. In the chat, Ron says, the first time I saw Montrezl Harrell play, I thought he was 6'10" with the way he played. Exactly. He plays bigger for his size. Jay says he thinks Montrez is 6'8". They were saying 6'7", 6'8", around there hovering. Caden says dropping into streams is kind of lagging a bit. Yeah. Montrez is 6'7". Yeah.
Is it the stream lagging?
I think everything is good on my end. Yeah.
I'll just check. I keep checking them on the phone. They look pretty good. Sound good too. I didn't see any issues with it. I always look at my ticker. If my ticker's going across pretty good, that means the stream's working pretty well.
Mm-hmm. So once again, Clippers have a 22-point lead at this timeout. They lead 53-31. D was mentioning, saying that he doesn't think that the Mavericks have the defense to get back into this game. They're going to have to be hot offensively, hoping that the Clippers get cold offensively, but their defense is really letting them down, which is why they're down 22. Also, they turn the ball over a lot, so they have, 8, 9 turnovers in this game, and they had 5 in the first quarter. So Jay says he's back in the chat. He says he's been enjoying this blowout so far.
Yeah, man. I didn't think it was gonna go down like this. I can't lie. Thought it was gonna be a little more competitive than this. I did have the Clippers winning though. I will say that. So I had the Clippers winning, but I thought Luka was, gonna put on a little more of a show. But I expected Doc to send guys at him. They've double teamed Luka plenty of times tonight. A lot of times, as soon as he touched the ball, they get up on him and double him. And I expected Doc Rivers to do that to him because you don't have Kristaps on the floor to make the other guys do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what it is? And, it says G Money says he thinks the Mavs could get back in this game if they move the ball, get high percentage shots, but they're gonna have to defend at some point. It can't just be all offense. That's gonna fix their offense because they're an offense. It has to be also defensively at some point. Freddie Gee says, please shut Luka and his fans up. What have they been saying about Luka, Freddie? I gotta hear this, man. I definitely gotta hear this. Okay, guys, we're back. Take it away, D.
All right, guys. So Hardaway steps back for the long jumper, and Hardaway rattles around and falls through. 33-53, back down to 20-point game. Here comes Lou Will with the ball. Giving Kawhi Leonard a rest. They got Lou Will in the game. Paul George is checked back in. Lou Will drives down inside, gives the ball to Zubac. Zubac over to George. And George pulls up for the 3, and Paul George may be starting to feel a difficult shot, but Paul George bottom of the net, 56-33. Here comes the Dallas Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. tries to respond with a 3 of his own, but a whistle blown. Another foul on Jermichael Green pushed Kleber to the floor. So It's going to be a ball-in foul.
All right. So 56-33 is the score. Paul George with already 16 first half points on 7 of 11. So he's looking great right now so far.
All right.
Freddie Gee said, I heard somebody said that he was already one of the GOATs. Oh, man, the Luka fanboys talking already. Oh, boy. Jay says Luka fans are saying that he's the best player in the league. Yeah, they need to hold up on that one. They need to show us that. He's nowhere near that yet. He's one of the best young players in the game, but the best? No. I'm sorry. All the other guys that I could put on top of him, they defend, which is something that Luka doesn't do. That's one part. I mean, not all of the players that are tops in the game defend. I get all that, but still, I'm not ready to say that. At least yet. 56-35. So Kawhi Leonard's got the ball, gives it Landry Shamet back to Kawhi Leonard, dribbles left, gets into the paint. Nice pass to Morris. Nice fake by Morris. Shoots the mid-range jump shot and misses. I like the fact that the Clippers are not settling for the three. They're mixing it up, drives, some mid-range, and some 3 points. That's the mark of a very good offensive team. So Luka gets double, gives the ball to Tim Hardaway Jr. They give it to Trey Burke. Trey Burke shoots the jump shot and knocks it down. All right, it's 56-37 once again. So we got 6:36 remaining. Here comes Paul George, crosses over.
Oh,
Goes around the screen, shoots the jump shot, knocks it down again. There you go. I think it's going to have to be first half Paul, second half Kawhi Leonard. But keep it going. 58-37 is the score. Luka Doncic gets doubled. Nice trap by the Clippers. Then they give it right back to Cleaver, gives it back to Trey Burke. They swing the ball to Tim Hardaway Jr. in the corner for three, and he drains it. 58-40 is the score. Take it away, D.
all right. Paul George bringing the ball down. And Paul George gets bumped. And I don't get I'm shocked that I don't understand what happened there. Paul George got bumped, no whistle, and then they look like an offensive foul on Zubac. Watch, here's the series here. So look, contact there. They say that's an offensive foul on George. And I'm not sure about that.
I really didn't see that. That's his third foul too.
Yeah,
he's been cooked.
Ooh, Max.
Oh wow!
With the dunk inside.
So good offense by the Mavs, but that was terrible defense by the Clippers right there, getting beat. And that's a good timeout by Doc Rivers, man, because you don't want to start to lose the momentum. And this is exactly what I was talking about. And Jay was basically saying, if you look at the community post where he talked about, I got to get back to that. All right, so 58-42 is the score. So we got a timeout, 16-point lead for the Clippers. They was just up by 22, and now it's a 16-point game. Again, smash the like, hit that subscribe. Let me just get back to the community post real quick while D talks with the chat.
All right. Freddie said, Jay Jefferson, the pace is crazy. Everyone is shooting threes when you got to constantly run 94 feet all game long without fresh rotations. You will give up some easy buckets. Yeah, no doubt, Freddie. Mavs on the 9-2 run. Yep. Mavs can slice the lead to 10. Yeah, they might, but Clippers going to pull away again. Gideon, watch what I tell you, man. They get ready. They'll pull away for like 5 or 6 points. The Mavs will bring it down, get close to 10. They're going to pull away for 3 or 4 points. It'll keep happening to the end of the game. They might even get as close as to 5 points. Then the Clippers going to pull away again. Freddie G said, Jay, no, he's not. Luka will get better offensively, but he sucks worse than Harden on defense. I think they're equally sucky. Luka makes some good plays every now and then, and so does James, but they both lack the defensive effort. And then like offensively, James Harden is a monster, bro. People can say what they want to say about him, but man, this guy throwing up 37, 45 points at will, that's still impressive, man. I don't care what people say about James Harden choking or whatever, bro. The dude's offensively, he gets on the roll. He's one of the best offensive players in the league.
Oh no, James Harden. My issue with him is not the regular season. It's always been the playoffs. That's really much it. It's been in big moments because it happened in Game 4 yesterday. That's the problem. It's one of the reasons he gets criticized, despite the fact that the media loves him too, because they don't. Like I said, as long as he's not a threat in terms of being the best player in the league, and it's because of a certain somebody, then. Then they kind of leave him alone and kind of give him passes. But that's the reason he gets criticized. It's really more so the playoffs. It's also because people are not a fan of his game. Listen, his game is effective for him. My only thing with James is I really think that he should try to play a little more off ball. His defense it's been solid. It's been solid. He plays better defense than Luka right now because he's actually making an effort. But my issue with him is mostly the fourth quarter. That's the issue about James Harden.
Yep, I agree. Jack Kyle in the building. What's good with you, Jack Kyle? Said Harden is one of the best pure scorers in the league has seen. Yeah. I mean, he can score the ball, man. Don't get me wrong. But what Lewis said, man, you got to be able to do it when it counts. In crunch time, That's when they need you to do it. Now Luka's getting worked on the ankle, a little bit tender.
Start getting stretched out.
So he has a sore Achilles, a sore calf, and I tell you guys what, Kobe Bryant.
That should have been an N1, but I guess it is an N1. All right. So Kawhi Leonard just scored.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I was going to say Kawhi scored and got the N1 on that play when he drove to the middle and then went to the right with that hook. But go ahead, finish what you were saying.
Yeah, I was just going to say Kobe Bryant had a calf strain before he caught his Achilles injury. Remember that, Lewis?
Yeah, the calf strain. That calf strain actually happened in that same game that he actually tore his Achilles. Wow, Kawhi Leonard misses another free throw. That's 3. Keep that in mind for late in the game. This game happens to be close. Take it away, dude.
All right, so Luka gets down inside and blocked by Montrezl Harrell. Here comes Reggie Jackson, coast to coast, kicks it in the corner. And that's – who was that? That was Landry Shamet for the 3 and rattles around and goes down inside. So it's back up to 21-point lead, guys. See what I tell you there, Gideon? Here comes Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic gets the contact, puts the ball up and scores. Luka Doncic, potential 4-point play, but they're saying, wait a minute. Looks like they're not going to give him a 3. Looks like they called the foul before the shot. Luka's crying to the refs. I'm telling y'all guys, we're going to see a technical here soon. Let's see what happens. So they're not going to give Luka the 3 shots. And Luka Doncic misses the free throw. So it looks like Luka Doncic and Kawhi Leonard having troubles here at the free throw line. Jack Kyle said the playoffs will we really see who the real? Yeah, for sure. Luka misses both free throws, and Landry Shamet comes down with the rebound. Shamet will bring the ball across the court for the Clippers. Shamet gets the ball over to Kawhi. Kawhi with Tim Hardaway Jr. on the defense. Kawhi directed traffic, passes the ball back out to Shamet, gets it over to Morris. Morris to Jackson. Jackson with Kleber on the defense, shoots over the top of Kleber and Jackson, bottom of the net. 66-42. Reggie Jackson starting to feel it. We know Reggie Jackson can go off offensively. So here comes Kleber. Gets the ball to Luka. Luka back to Kleber. Back to Luka. Steps behind the arc. Got Montrezl Harrell on the defense. Luka gets dropped down inside. Kicks the ball up top. Tim Hardaway Jr. for 3. Can't hit. And Kawhi comes down with the ball. Luka hobbling down the court. Moving kind of slow, get the ball over in the corner to Morris, and Morris splashes the 3. The Clips are starting to run away, guys. 69-42. Take it, Lewis.
27-point lead for the Clippers, largest of the game. Luka Doncic with the ball, gives the ball to Maxi Kleber, largest lead for either team in the series. They give the ball to Tim Hardaway Jr., gives it to Luka Doncic. Luka fakes it on Montrezl Harrell. Wow, left him on an island, goes with the floater, but he can't hit. Offensive rebound, Kleber forces Landry to jump too soon. He scores off the glass, 69-44. Here comes Reggie Jackson. Right now, the Clippers are putting on a clinic right now offensively. All right, so Reggie Jackson's got the ball. He gives the ball to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard gets a Montrezl screen, but he decides to drive left. Nice spin move by Kawhi, and another foul on Finney Smith, and Kawhi goes to the free throw line. I'm loving the aggressiveness again with the Clippers right now offensively. They've really mixed it up. They're not settling for 3s. You're seeing a little bit of everything. Drives, mid-range, ball movement. Kawhi has got to fix that free throw shooting, though. 1 of 4 ain't going to cut it. But he is 8 of 11 with 17 points. Yeah, you got to kill Luka Doncic too, man, in terms of James Harden. No, listen, I put Harden and Luka on that same boat. They're both really not good defenders, but the thing is with James, he's very capable because he's a strong 6'5", but he's just very lazy on defense. But I give him credit. He's been stepping up, he's playing better defense this year. Luka's just not a defender at all. So Kawhi makes both free throws, so the score is 71-44, tied for a 27-point lead. 3:37 remaining in this first half. So once again, here comes Luka Doncic. Gives the ball to Finney Smith, shoots the three-pointer, but he can't hit. Rebound is to Reggie Jackson. Can the Clippers score 80 in this first half, man? That would be the worst defense that they played. That's a terrible pass by Reggie Jackson. They read that the whole way. Here comes Trey Burke, takes it all the way to the basket, does not get the foul call. Ball is batted into the hands of Zubac. They give it to Landry Chapman. Brings it up very slowly. All right, so he brings the ball out. Let's see what kind of play that they run. Chandler looking for Kawhi. He gives him the ball by Finney Smith. Kawhi, using his footwork, decides to shoot the jumper in position, but it rims out. Rebound is to Luka Doncic. Under 3 remaining for the first half. He's got the ball being guarded by Reggie Jackson. That's the matchup he wants. Tries to dribble, kicks it out. Open in the corner for Finney Smith, and he knocks down the three-pointer. So it is 71-47. Luka actually almost traveled, but fortunately he was able to pass that ball up in the air. Take it away, D.
All right, Markieff Morris gives the ball to Kawhi. Kawhi, spin move down there, backs up, turnaround jumper. Kawhi off the front of the rim, can't hit. Luka with the rebound. Luka coming down, back on Reggie Jackson. Every time Luka gets Reggie Jackson on him, he takes it right to him, but he couldn't hit that time. Zubac with another rebound, so Zubac's in there on the board. Gets the ball over to Markieff Morris in the corner, and Morris gets the tip on his own rebound. Should be a flagrant foul, man. That was kind of a crazy foul, but foul by Tim Hardaway Jr. on Zubac inside. He kind of yanked Zubac back. And Luka crying to Rick Carlisle about getting hit on the arm. Luka got to understand something. They know that he's hurt, so they're beating him up. You got to stop crying, Luka. This is what they do. Look at him. He's squinting when he dribbles. They're beating you up, Luka. It's basketball. Don't worry. Call Michael Jordan. He'll tell you how to deal with it. They used to beat him up all the time. And give you some tips.
Just let him know.
Yeah, he'll let him know.
I see.
Yeah.
Luka's got
I
to
knew it was
stop
going to
complaining,
happen, man, because there's too much crying going on. So I knew eventually they was going to hit some of these guys with that whistle. Zubac to the line to shoot the free throws, and Zubac drains the first one. Appears Zubac is going to show Kawhi Leonard how to put that ball in the hole at the free throw line. 73-47. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left in the half, guys. Zubac got the line to shoot the second free throw.
Yo, people are cracking me up in the chat with Luka and Harden. And Jay says because Bobby Smurder can't defend him, but he can rap. It shoot me in some hot boy. Oh, see, I was gonna start singing one of his tracks. But anyway, Kawhi Leonard takes a seat. He had a very good 17 points. He's got to do a better job at the free throw line, though. 104, like I said, is not going to cut it. Give the Clippers credit in this first half. They really came to play. Their defense has been stout, so they've been very good. Second half is going to tell me something, especially that third quarter. Are they going to keep the foot on these necks, or are they going to keep the foot off the gas pedal and let the Mavericks in back in this game? So the third quarter we will see, but so far so good. And Paul George has also got 17 in the first half as well. But we're going to have to watch his foul trouble in the third quarter because he's got 3. So let's also pay attention to that as well. Zubac knocks down the second free throw. 74-47 is the score. Landry Chapman is going to come back in. All right, so Luka Doncic gives the ball to Tim Hardaway Jr., gives the ball back to Luka, who circles around to the middle, gives the ball back to Tim Hardaway from the pass from Cleveland. Hardaway takes the mid-range, knocks it down. All right, 74-49 is the score. Here comes Lemon Pepper Lou Wings with the basketball being guarded by Tim Hardaway Jr. Gives the ball to Zubac, then gives the ball to Marcus Morris Sr. Kawhi Leonard comes to the curl, comes to the paint, shoots the mid-range jump shot, knocks it down. Nice play by Kawhi. Good offense by the Clippers. Moving without the ball, man. That fundamentals. 76-49. Here comes Luka Doncic coming off a Cleveland screen, but he loses the ball from behind, but they call the foul on Marlon. Second is going to be on Marcus Morris Sr. But I don't think that was much. I think he got a piece of him, but I'll see the replay again, but a lot of crying going on between both teams in this game right now.
Refs need to start hitting those guys with the text. Charlie, let's shut up all that whining.
Wait a minute. The ball was just poked by Lou Will, so.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a bullshit call. The ball was
What?
poked by Lou Will, and Luka
And he
Doncic dived
threw
forward. And
Oh
he
man.
should have been a foul on Luka Doncic for diving into Zubac.
Wow, that should have been an offensive foul. I think Luka's doing all he can right now because he's struggling. Yeah, this is crazy, man. Wow, this dude literally the double tech really just makes no sense in terms of that. But Luka should have got an offensive foul on that one because he really forced himself to throw himself on Zubox after getting the ball poked away, as if he knew. But yeah, I agree with Jay. That's true. Players don't always come in playing good defense. It depends if they're playing defense in college. Like if they have the tools of a pretty good defender when they play defense. But most of these players come in. Just look at the European players. Why do you think either most of them don't play defense um or pretty much like a lot of the scouts usually tell them that they'll usually teams are looking for offense, so they tell them to really work on their offensive game, which is why they get drafted. So it takes them a while to get at least somewhat decent on defense. All right, 76-51 is the score. 1:10 remaining in the first half. Lou Will with the ball, being guarded by Luka Doncic, crosses over right. Got to light up a double team, gives the ball to Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris trying to make a play, gets it poked. 2 seconds, has to force it up, shoots a three, but he can't hit. Luka Doncic with the rebound. Under a minute remaining for this first half. Luka tries to drive all the way. They're trapping him really well. Kleber getting open for three, but he can't hit the shot. We got an offensive rebound tap by Finney Smith into the hands of Tim Hardaway Jr. Seth Curry fakes, resets. Wow, hits an air ball on that three. Looks like it might have gotten a piece. All right, and the Clippers get the rebound. So the Clippers are doing a good job with their closeouts. So that's also a good sign with their defense. Like I said, this team is really good on both ends, man, when they are locked in. All right, so Lou Will with the basketball. Faces a double team. They're reading it. Good extra pass to Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson with the ball, 3 seconds, has to shoot a fadeaway. That's where the Clippers are going to get themselves in trouble, though. All right, take it away, D.
All right. Well, I froze up, I think.
Oh. All right, Luka Doncic gets fouled by Ivica Zubac, so he's going to the line to shoot 2. So I guess he's trying to get Zubac in foul trouble. That's what he's trying to do. That's Zubac's second foul. All right, so here's Luka at the free throw line. Luka is struggling. He has 11 points, 3 of 6 from the line, 4 of 11 from the field. Here's his first. Makes that one, so it is 76-52. Here comes Montrezl Harrell coming in for the last 3.4 seconds. Oh no, but those are those, Freddie, in terms of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Those are those kind of players. Those guys came in as defenders.
Montrezl
Harrell. Okay, Luka misses that free throw. That's his fourth. Harrell just throws it up and not even close. And so, guys, that is the end of the first half. Dominated by the Clippers, 76 first half points. And the score is, I bet Luka's trying to tell the referee, man, make sure I get all these calls in the second half. But anyway, first half score, 76-52 in favor of the Clippers, 24-point lead. Watching Lewis and D on the Lewis Sports Network and Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. So, you guys know how I do. It's about that time again. I'm about to see if my apple pie is ready for those apple pie first half stats. I got to see if I got any apple turnovers for the Dallas Mavericks because they were turning that ball like crazy. But anyway, while D checks in with the chat, I will be right back. Hey, shout out to Brandon Nicholson in the building. Appreciate you coming through, man. Salute to you, Brandon. No, but that was offensively, Freddie. He had to learn how to play defense. Just ask him about Allen Iverson. That will tell you enough about he had to learn to play defense. Kobe was not a great defender when he came out of high school. In terms of offensive skill, he was there, but he needed to work on his legs because Kobe had a hard time finishing shots early in his career in the NBA. He had to work to that. Kobe was not one of the best defenders early in his career. I can attest to that easy. Kobe really didn't start playing defense really until about his 4th season. So it took him a while. It took him a couple of years. Oh, yeah, but we know about that. Iverson was a great athlete, but, Iverson was not a great defender. Like I said, leading the league in steals is a statistic, but it doesn't mean that you're a great defender. Just like I always say that just because you're the more versatile player, it doesn't always make you necessarily the better player neither. All right, so let me just look at these first halves for you guys. Can't hear D. He might have stepped out for a second, but
No, I'm here.
he
I was just listening to you. What's up, Brandon Nicholson? What's up, my man?
Oh no, I said I was gonna leave for the first time when you was talking to the chat, but I didn't hear you, so I thought something maybe you got froze or something. So I just talked to them in the meantime, but just looking for that right now. All right, guys. So just got the apple pie, got the little turnovers. All right, so here we go with some apple pie turnover first half stats. All right, so for your Dallas Mavericks, only 2 players in double figures. That's Tim Hardaway Jr. and Luka Doncic. 13 and 12 for them. Kleber is right there on the cusp with 9. Trey Burke only has 3 points. Seth Curry's only got 4 and 14 minutes. For the Clippers, we got Reggie Jackson with 9, Landry Shamet with 8, George and Leonard, 40 of the 76 points combined. Kawhi with 22. Paul George has stepped up. 7 of 11 from the field with 18 points. And then Marcus Morris has also chipped in 9. And Zubac with 5 points and 6 rebounds. He's already on his way to a double-double for the game. So it just lets you know how good he is. All right, so we got 60% for the Clippers, 42% for the Mavericks, 52% from the three-point line. Both teams have attended the same amount of threes, but the Clippers have made 10 out of 19, while the Mavericks are at 6 of 19 for 31%. Both teams terrible from the free throw line. Clippers missed 5 free throws. The Mavericks have missed 7. Clippers with out-rebounding the Dallas Mavericks, and that tells you the defensive rebounding has been great. They have out-rebounded them 22-14, so they're finishing their defensive possessions. 28-19 overall. What else? Oh, that's right. Clippers also have 12 assists. Blocks are even. Dallas has 3 steals compared to 3 for the Clippers. And also the Mavericks have 8 turnovers. They actually took better care of the ball in the second quarter because they had 5 in the first. The Clippers have 7. Points in the paint, the Clippers are winning that by 4, 22-18. And those are pretty much your first half stats right here on the Lewis Sports Network with Lewis and D. And that's Speaking My Sports Talk.
No doubt. So, again, I would give keys to this game, guys, but I think the key to Dallas winning is get on their knees in the locker room and pray. I don't think they're gonna be able to come back in this game. I don't think they're gonna be able to shift this momentum. It's just like I was saying, when they did look like they was gonna start to come back. Every time it seems like they're gonna start to come back, I think the Clippers are just gonna pull away from them. It's gonna be tough for them to get back and get a deficit. They shouldn't have allowed them to get themselves in a deficit, that much of a deficit in the first half. I just think it's gonna be too much because you asking way too much for Luka. He's already hurt, bro. Already hurt. He's been playing like a bat out of hell for you guys the last 3 games. He ain't gonna be able to do it. He hobbling already in the first half. He didn't usually start hobbling like that till like the end of the third, midway through the fourth quarter, and he finished the games out. But he's already hobbling now, so I'm not sure they're gonna be able to get back in this.
All right, so let's check out the chat. I know Freddie was talking about Kobe coming out of high school in terms of his defensive prowess. Even if he came into with the scouting report about defense, you have to also, but you got to also look at his NBA career. I'm telling you right now, Kobe was not a good defender once he started playing in the NBA. I'm telling you right now. It's different in high school compared to coming into the league. When Kobe came into the league, he was a terrible defender. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, he was.
There was a regular season game when Allen Iverson cooked him, when Kobe was the primary defender. Iverson, for the most, I think it was he had 41 in that game. And I remember Kobe talking about that. And he said it was that game that Kobe realized he had to be a better defender when he got torched by Iverson. And Iverson is difficult to guard because of how fast he is, especially in the open floor. So Kobe said from that point on, he made it an emphasis to become a better defender. But he was not a good defender coming into the NBA. He was not. He was not. He would compete. He could compete. Yeah, it doesn't matter if he was a kid. All these guys are kids. Like when they come in, it's not the same for everybody. When they come in, some people come better as defensive players when they come into the NBA, and then there's other players who come as offensive players and they got to work on their defense. Kawhi and Paul George are different. They came into the league playing defense because they were defenders, so they had to develop offensively. So every player is different. It's not the same. But Kobe was not a great defender. And Kobe also said that he learned from Gary Payton, and Gary Payton even told him how to become a better defender. So that lets you know right there. In terms of defense, Kobe studied Michael and Gary, and those are the right people to study because they're guards. You know, obviously with Gary being the point guard and then Michael playing the two guard. But Kobe was not a good defender when he came into the NBA, and that's a fact. When you look at Kobe, it was a highlight show. Offensive prowess.
He wasn't a good defender, and he was a ball hawk.
Yeah. You know, another myth is this whole thing that if Kobe really didn't sacrifice, to be honest with you, what he proved to you was that he could be a reliable number 2 scoring option with playing with the best player on the team at that time in Shaq. And the thing is, if Kobe really didn't sacrifice and let Shaq do his thing, they would have never won championships. And Kobe really would have been called selfish. So that's why I always say that Kobe did sacrifice because it allowed Shaq to be the best player, and Shaq got 3 finals MVPs. Kobe was able to do his thing as the number 2 option, and they were able to win. Kobe was on record saying that it wasn't his time yet. He just wanted to prove to people that he wasn't going to have a Scottie Pippen type of career, you know. And the thing is, if he didn't win championships, he was always going to be linked as the sidekick to 3 championships. But Kobe did his thing in those 3 championships. Like, you know, at the end of the day, Shaq has got those 3 finals MVPs. You know, Shaq was the more dominant player at that time. Shaq was in his prime, but Kobe was starting to slowly show that it was going to and the future was going to become his team. But if Kobe didn't sacrifice, there was no way that Shaq and Kobe would have worked. That's another thing too, Jay. That's a good point. He was not going to get minutes over Eddie Jones. Like, Eddie Jones is no scrub. Like, that dude made 3 All-Star teams, 2 of them with the Lakers, 1 with Charlotte, and he also was underrated defensively. He made 3 All-NBA. He made 2 All-NBA teams, and then he also was a 3-time All-NBA second team. Kobe was not going to start over Eddie Jones. That just was not going to happen.
No, not at all.
And like Kobe, Eddie Jones could play the guard and the small forward position, so he could play the 2 and the 3. Luka's got time to get better defensively, but I could see him kind of like as a Larry Bird type when it comes to defense. When I look at Luka's lateral movement, because that's one of the things that's going to hurt him as being a defender. Like I could see Luka improving his effort on defense, but I don't think he's ever going to be a great defender because the one disadvantage already he has is that he can't move laterally on defense. And to be a great defender, you got to be able to stay on your feet defensively because it's just more than just using your wingspan. I mean, just look at Steph Curry. As much as he tries on defense, he just can't move laterally to stay with guys. And that's why, and if you also have good handles with him, it makes it even worse. So, that's why Luka is never really going to be a great defender because he's already. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard about the new Batman trailer, man. It looks crazy. Shout out to Ryan, by the way, in the chat. Reggie Miller did outplay Kobe in those 2000 finals. I'm going to say he did and he didn't. Only reason being is because, I mean, at the end of the day, Kobe only averaged 15.6 points. So that counts. I don't know what Kobe would have been like had he played a full series. I mean, he missed most of game 2, and then he missed all of game 3. So it was really like Kobe played like what? A little over 4 games. So it was kind of tough to judge. I know he had that horrible game 5, and he didn't shoot the ball well in game 6. That was a beautiful move by Jamal Murray right there on that 360 layup, by the way.
Yeah, Jamal Murray shining tonight, man. That dude, he and Donovan Mitchell, they both are showing that, they ready to take this league on. Before these young kids take over, I give Luka all the credit for it. He still got some guys like, man, established already, like Donovan Mitchell. You know what I mean? Luka been balling, but tell me Donovan ain't been balling. He's been balling out of control. You know what I mean?
I will say this. I feel like the Kenny Smith run into the video wall with his skinny suit pants. Yeah, that was cracking me up. When I saw that, I couldn't stop laughing. But when I will say this, that I feel like the bubble has given us a very good glimpse of the future. When you look at some of these players, like in the bubble, when you're looking at the Devin Bookers, the Luka Doncic's, the Jamal Murray's, the Donovan Mitchell's, like that's what I've gotten away from this. I know people have not been a fan of pretty much, starting this whole thing, being in the bubble in the first place. By the way, George Hill even came out with those comments like, he didn't understand why we even came here, but we're here. It is what it is. But I will say that the opportunity to see some of these young players play, you're getting a glimpse into the NBA's future. Now, Adam Silver, if you can hear my voice, market these players the right way, and you will see what it will do for your league and ratings. Trust and believe. Freddie said you've been left in the oven, Jay, talking about wait on Luka to be a good defender, and he got time. He said, "I will never let you forget this." Oh man, we got a Mortal Kombat fight going on over here between these two. Ron says, "Coming straight out of high school or being a one and done, it's hard to defend in the NBA." I agree with that. Playing against the best players around, especially nowadays with the spacing, and makes rotations difficult. Another thing that a lot of players always say when they come into the NBA, they realize how different it is when it comes to the physicality, when they talk about the speed of the game. Those are things that they got to get adjusted to. And then even playing defense, or when they're being guarded by defenders who have experience in the NBA, it's a lot different. So there's a lot of things that players have to get adjusted to unless they're NBA ready. And even when you're NBA ready, you still have to obviously improve. You're just not going to be the same player that you were, when you first start. So, Ryan says you're right. Most teams who are above 500 get more televised, and below teams really don't get any love because it's all about the big markets. That's what they do. I always say that if more teams get coverage, trust me, you would get a lot of fans, like even in small market towns, like talking. But that's not what makes the money. It's the big markets. So when you talk about the Lakers, because remember, before a star was there, the Lakers weren't even being talked about in the last 6 years. But if you look at a small market team like Cleveland, it's because they had a superstar there. If there was no no longer a superstar on that team, they get no coverage. So that's how it works. That's how it's. Yo, shout out to IOTBA boxing talk, man. I haven't seen him in a long time. What's
Mr.
good, bro?
LTBA, what's up with you, dog?
You're my brother, man. Good to see you, bro.
Hell yeah, man. That's my dog, Mr. LTBA. Yeah, you called us out. Lewis and D bringing you that basketball heat, Mr. LTBA.
Man, I got to catch up on your boxing videos, man. It's like, yo, with this, with this schedule being busy and stuff like that, man. But I'm still subscribed to your channel. I just got to get back on the videos, man. But salute to you for being here, though, man. That's right, man. That dude is the man right there, yo. Yeah, that could be more said by players today, man. Well, we're not talking about putting bucket. Well, like I said, Kobe could try, but like I said, he wasn't a good defender. All right, D, take it away, man. We're back. Third quarter action.
All the way back. Kawhi Leonard with the ball, tosses it up for the lob over the top to Paul George. Nice little alley-oop play to start this half off, 78-52. Man, the Clippers are killing the Dallas. Let's see what they can do to get themselves back in the game. Here comes Tim Hardaway Jr. Gives the ball to Finney Smith up top. Back to Tim Hardaway Jr. He regroups. 7 seconds on the clock. Drives down inside. Euro step. It's blocked by Zubac. Shannon picks up the ball. Shannon will bring the ball down. Kicks it back to Paul George. Paul George with Luka on the defense. Step back on Luka. 3-pointer. Paul George. Bottom of the net. He drains it. 81-52. 29-point lead by the Clippers. So it looks like somebody's shoe came off. Looked like Finney Smith's shoe came off on the play. So I don't know if they called a timeout or whatever, but the clock stopped. And crazy play, Kawhi Leonard right over the top.
And good job by Paul George, too. He's mixing it up. See, now his three ball is going to fall because he's gotten some mid-range and drives to the basket, which is what I said. And so, like Jay says, Jay's comment is really holding up, as he mentioned inside the community post. So I went back to check it out, and it's 81-52 right now, man. 29-point lead with 11:05 remaining. Once again, take it away, D.
All right, so they got the referees are talking it over right quick. They're ready to let Luka. Looks like, is it the jump ball with Luka Marquis? What are they doing here? No, okay. Ball and Luka Doncic with the ball. He'll bring it cross court for the Dallas Mavericks, who got Paul George on him. Dribbles around the screen, kicks the ball to Finney Smith for the three. He can't hit. Here comes Kawhi Leonard with the ball. Got Paul George on the wing. Kawhi goes down inside, gives it to Zubac, and a foul by Kleber. So Zubac could go to the line. And you remember, guys, that first game, the fouls stacked up. It looks like they're heading in that direction again, because they started every quarter off with a high number of fouls. So Zubac at the line for all this.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that Marcus Morris ended up stepping on Luka Doncic's shoe that actually came off right there. While Zubac goes to the free throw line and makes that first free throw. Yeah, Paul George has been awesome so far. Yep, I agree with everybody in the chat. It's true. Oh, Freddie said it's just been a blowout. I'm just going at Jay. But Freddie, you gotta be happy right now, man, because they're taking it to Luka, man. So you know what? What y'all need to do is you need to replay both Speak Your Mind and Lewis Sports Network on this game, and they'll say, "Yo, we called the game. We was here." So it's a 31-point lead as Luka Doncic takes it with the left hand and he draws a foul. So Clippers with their biggest lead of the game by 31. Oh wow, Luka Doncic is having a real hard time even standing up because he's slipping right now on that. Wow, look, what is Patrick? Look at that, Patrick Beverly, Magruder, and Montrez. They're trying to say that. Trying to say he traveled and all that. All right, anyway, Luka at the free throw line. Makes the first free throw. 83-53 is the score. 10:35 remaining. And IQTBA Boxing said he's from the 214. So, man, he's Dallas Mavericks fan. All right, man. Salute to you, IQTBA. You already know, man, giving you that basketball content.
IOTBA.
Oh, IO, my bad.
Yeah, my man, Mr. IOTBA. Oh, foul inside. Max Kleber. It looks like it's about to be some action. Referees ran over there. Paul George didn't like that foul. It was kind of hard. And it was on Tim Hardaway Jr. So They got over there and calmed everything down. Looked like, oh, okay, yeah. And he kind of swiped down on.
That's a that. Remember, D, we were saying that whatchamacallit, remember when Hardaway didn't get that flagrant foul that he did earlier in the game, and he kind of did the same thing right here. So I'm one that should be a flagrant 1. I don't think a flagrant 2, but a flagrant 1 though. That should be a flagrant 1. I know he's gonna say he was making a play on the ball, but got a lot of
that should be flagrant. He raked him across the head, man.
Yeah, right across the face.
Yeah. When you get him across the face, usually they call flagrant. And he was out of the play too. He didn't even need to do all that. He had to come down on that, man. He just mad because they 29 points down, and he know they get ready to go over 30.
Is that right?
There's no need for that, Tim Hardaway. No need for that. Oh boy, what's up, Prime Fighting Champion in the building? What's good with you, my man? Prime Fighting Champion. Oh, okay, I got you, Prime Fighting Champion. He says, how many points does Paul George have? 23 points, Prime Fighting Champion. He got 23 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist right now. He's the leading scorer for the for the Clippers right now.
Yo, shout out to Chase. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, I gotta get a scoreboard, but Like I said, I'm still working on that.
Yeah, I'm looking for something too, man. Gotta find a little program to get on here.
That's the problem. The thing is, because I'm doing StreamYard, that's the reason why I got the scoreboard. I would have to use another software if I'm gonna get away from that, and so that's what it is. But if I did, trust me, I would be doing that right now. But that's what it is. Eventually, I'll get a scoreboard for sure. All right, so it is a flagrant 1. George at the free throw line knocks down the free throw. Disappeared for weeks recently, multiple times. I'm a working man. Can't help it. Don't flatter yourself. Chase says everyone else that does has one, your stream numbers would go way up. Oh, no, definitely for sure, because the scoreboard is there so people can see it. I've even heard people complain even during the stream when the score is up of how it's behind, and people will still ask if they can see it. Oh, wow, so we got a foul on Cleveland. Paul George kind of shoved them a bit. Well, Paul George has got listen, I feel you, Paul, because you played well, but it's like you're going to have to expect this even in the later rounds. So you got to expect this in the later rounds. He said you ran me off for the last 3 to 4 months. Oh, boy. Freddie and Jay going at it. Bare knuckles in the chat. Paul George with the free throw knocks it down. 86-54 is the score. Clips may have ended the mass spirit depending if KP returns or not. Yeah, but you're going to have to kind of be concerned with Luka Doncic now because Luka doesn't look right now. His injury is really hurting right now. And he struggled because they've been able to pressure him. But the Clippers can't relax, though, because 33-point game right now. Take it away, D.
All right, Tim Hardaway Jr. with the ball at the top of the key. Gets it over to is that Finney Smith to Luka. Luka almost loses the ball. Takes it to Cleaver in the corner for the 3. So 57-87, they bring it down to 30 points. That was Kawhi Leonard with Finney Smith on the defense. Paul George at the top of the key. It was around Tim Hardaway Jr. Paul George steps back for the 3. Paul George can't hit. And Luka Doncic comes down with the rebound. Luka steps back 3. Luka, bottom of the net. Luka Doncic, 87, 27-point lead. Kawhi Leonard handling the ball. Gives the ball to Morris. Morris looks for Kawhi Leonard. Gives it back to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi doesn't take the screen. Backs up Finney Smith and gets the foul. So here we go, guys, again with the fouls. They're racking up. They're getting Dallas to rack up the fouls. We're gonna get into the fourth quarter and we're gonna have a few guys in foul trouble, and that's not the way to catch up either. All right, Kawhi Leonard slashes right to the lane, and it was a good block by Max Kleber. Good defense. And Kawhi loses the ball out of bounds. Another turnover by the Clippers. Good defense by Cleveland. So Luka dribbles down inside. A good defense by Zubac with his own block. Paul George bringing the ball up. Kicks it in the corner to Shamet. Shamet for the three. Bottom of the net. So it's 90-60. Back to a 30-point game. Take it away, Lewis.
Luka Doncic with the ball. 90-60 is the score. Gives the ball to Tim Hardaway Jr. Right side. Gets to Finney Smith screen. He gives the ball to Finney Smith. He knocks down the three-pointer. 90-63 is the score. All right, here comes Kawhi Leonard. Brings the ball up the court, being guarded by Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doc Rivers decided to call a timeout. All right, so we got 8:28 remaining in this third quarter. Score is now 90-63. 27-point lead for the Los Angeles Clippers. Smash that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe. All right, so the Clippers right now are giving it to the Mavericks right now. Giving it to the Mavericks. And once again, I always say, remember, they had a 33-point lead on this game. All right, guys, make sure to smash that like. Make sure to hit the subscribe button for the Lewis Sports Network. And for Speak Your Mind Sports Talk as well. Yeah, you guys are going, man. If they don't win the chip, yeah, Doc Rivers is definitely going to get fired because, like I've already mentioned, the Clippers have invested too much into this season, and they look like they're going for it. So they have to win, because if they don't, the Clipper curse is going to continue. Because remember, they're trying to get out of the shadow of their baby brother to Los Angeles, to the Lakers, because they have 16 chips. And until the Clippers get in a respectable amount of championships, they're still going to be second fiddle to the Lakers. So, in order to set the stage, Steve Ballmer already bought Western Forum, so that's good news. So they'll have their own arena in a couple of seasons. So they're going to renovate it. And like I said, man, they have to win to kind of set their own mark. Like all those years that the Clippers have been cursed, not being able to get to the Western Conference Finals. Things will change if they win a championship. Yo, you guys are crazy, man. Oh wow, Jay got memories, man. That's what basically he's saying.
Sean Landry Shamet been playing solid ball today too, man.
Yeah,
He's playing solid. It's just a glimpse. Like that's why I told everybody relax, man. Clippers gonna take this series and not going out of here in the first round. So I do think it was significant that Kristaps Porzingis went down because it would have probably went to 7 had Kristaps not gone down. I think they're gonna take him out in 6 now. All right, Zubac with the ball at the top of the key, passes it off to Morris. Morris kicks it to Paul George. Paul George with Tim Hardaway Jr. on the defense. 4 seconds to shoot. Pulls up the dumper. Paul George can't hit. And Zubac fighting for the rebound. Can't get it. Luka drives down in the lane. Shoots over Paul George. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Marquise Morris. And he hits. So it's a 25-point lead. Here comes Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard got Finney Smith on the defense. They double Kawhi, gets the ball to Paul George over in the corner to Shamet. Shamet drives down in the hole, and Shamet throws the ball away. And Zubac got mad at Shamet. He said, "You should have tossed it up for the alley. Why would you throw it down to me?" That's true. Shamet should have just tossed it up. Zubac was on the baseline all alone. So here comes Luka Doncic, throws the ball over to Finney Smith. Finney gets it to Tim Hardaway Jr. Tim Hardaway pulls up for the three, can't hit. Kawhi Leonard comes down with the rebound. Here comes Kawhi Leonard, dribbles down inside, passes it out to Morris, and no call. I thought maybe they were going to call a foul for Luka, but Morris hits the three, so it's back up to a 28-point lead. Luka Doncic has Morris on the defense. Luka, body contact. Morris, foul. Luka will go to the line. And again, Kawhi. Like, why is Markieff Morris and Reggie Jackson trying to be up Luka Doncic, man? I mean, they're not coming back, so I guess it's okay, but I don't think they should even allow him to get hot, man. You know what I mean? Just keep locking them down, keep double teaming them. Don't give them a chance to get into any rhythm because still too much time left in this game. I know it's a 27-point lead, but we've seen leads evaporate. It's a whole quarter left. I never like to call anything over. It's looking grim for the Mavericks, but I don't really like to call things over. That's not going to help. Luka Doncic misses another free throw. Take it away, Lewis.
93-66 is the score. So Paul George gives it to Zubac. Zubac gives it to Marcus Morris. Shout out to Chris Wedge in the building. Salute to you. All right. Kawhi Leonard gets doubled really hard. Trying to get away, and they strip the ball away from Kawhi Leonard. Here comes Tim Hardaway Jr. Nice spin move and goes for a wild acrobatic layup. He scores plus the foul. This is what you don't want to do if you're the Clippers. You're still got a comfortable lead, but you got a turnover. There. Nice spin move by Hardaway, but just shows up a wild layup, but he was able to get it to go. So he'll go to the line. The Mavericks need something to get them going right now because 68 points, they're struggling right now. So they need something to get them going. At least with the Clippers, they've actually been still, good offensively. Not as great as they were in the first half, but still good enough. Despite being up, 87-54, so it was a 33-point lead. So it looks like we just took another commercial break, guys. So the score is 93-68 while Hardaway goes to the free throw line. 25-point lead for the Los Angeles Clippers. Okay, my man Chris Wedge says, good evening to the two legends, Snack King Dr. D and Brother Lewis. It's good to see that George Paul is taking a night off and Paul George is back. Facts. Jay says, I like what Dame stands for. He's like a throwback player, but he will never win in Portland, so he might as well go down to Miami and team up with Giannis so they can start their own dynasty there. Wow. If he teams up with Giannis Antetokounmpo, I mean, Dame would have all the help he needs in Miami. What are you guys talking about in the chat? I remember this all started with Luka Doncic in defense, and it's turned to this. It's come down to this. But anyway, we got a 90.
Everybody's bored. They go on that in the chat because nobody expected Dallas to be getting the shit beat out of them like this. Oh
Jay,
boy.
Jay says if Dame goes to Miami, it's over for the NBA. But you really think Dame would go to South Beach though? Team up with Giannis Antetokounmpo to be on the Heat. I mean, I could see Giannis going there. That would only mean one thing, that Dame is about trying to get a championship, because he knows that the media is talking about him. You know, the credit that he's gotten with all this carrying he's had to do. But like I said, Dame is a great player. I'm coming out with a future video on Damian Lillard. So stay tuned for that. G Money, it says he's being hopeful. Wait, what are you being hopeful about? Are you? Well, that's right. You said that you want the Mavs to beat the Clippers because it'd be a nice story to be in the second round. The Jazz blew that game against the Nuggets. That should have been 5 games, but it's good that the Nuggets won, because I've been waiting to see the Denver Nuggets since game 1. So that was good that the Nuggets were able to pull it off. But I still say that Jamal Murray should still be a playmaker, but it was good that he was able to carry the team. But this is why we're saying that they're still missing a superstar, because we really don't know, who's the best on the team. Jamal Murray was the one that got it done. It was Jokic first half, him in the second half. Jamal Murray. Now game 6, and I have to see what happens. Wait, what just happened? Rick Carlisle got a technical. Wow, he's clapping in the face of the ref, man. What was he complaining about? Oh, Rick Carlisle got thrown out? Damn it, Kawhi, you missed another free throw, bro? That's 5, man. What's going on with you, bro? Damn, he missed a whoa.
Hey,
So,
Lewis, I gotta go use the bathroom right quick, man.
No problem.
Hold us down, Lewis.
Oh, no doubt. Got you. All right, so Hardaway got the M1, but I wonder what they were complaining about. So he's supposed to get the 3-point play. Rick Carlisle got ejected, but Kawhi got missed both free throws, man. That's Kawhi shooting so well, but missed those. All right, so Tim Hardaway knocks down the free throws, scores 93-69, 24-point lead for the Mavericks. There should be 26, but Kawhi screwed up on that. All right, so here comes Lou Williams. Lou Williams with the basketball. Dribbles left, dribbles right on the crossover, puts up the floater. Nice shot by Lou Will. Score is now 95-69. Should be 97-69. Nice going, Kawhi. 26-point lead. Here comes Luka Doncic with the basketball. He's got Zubac on him. Let's see what he does. Decides to take a step back 3, and he can't hit. Luka's been off all night long. Here comes Reggie Jackson. Bounce pass to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard crosses, dribbles left. Nice pass inside the Zubac for the dunk. 97-69 is the score right now. And what do we have here? Looks like, do we have a foul on Marcus Morris? Yeah, that's the problem when both of them are going back and forth. All right, so it looks like somebody got a technical. It looks like it might have been Marcus Morris was it Zubac that got the technical? Anyway, the score is 97-70. This has been a weird game. All right, Luka Doncic got the basketball, gives the ball to Trey Burke. Gives it back to Luka, almost loses it, being guarded by Marcus Morris. Finney flashes. They swing the ball. Trey Burke open for 3, and he drains it. 24-point game, 97-73. Just under the halfway point of the third quarter, Lou Williams brings the ball all the way up, crosses over, tries to pass it. He was able to. Reggie Jackson open for three, but he can't hit the shot. Rebound to Tim Hardaway Jr. Gives the ball to Luka Doncic. Takes a step back. He ends up passing it, and he turns it over. Kawhi Leonard knocks down the three-pointer. It seems like Kawhi can hit jump shots more than free throws in today's game because he's missed 5. But he knocks that down 173. 27-point game for the Clippers. The ball's given to Trey Burke. Given to Finney Smith. Right off the Hardaway back to Trey Burke. He knocks down the jump shot. 175 is the score. All right, Kawhi Leonard with the basketball. Comes off a Zubac screen, decides to shoot the shot, and he draws the foul on Finney Smith. Damn, where did this? Yeah, that's a problem. The refs, you're not allowed to shoot. They're not allowed to show emotion. Seth Curry comes into the game, scores 176. Surprised they didn't change that score yet. Trey Burke will sit down. Football season gonna be crazy. I'm gonna keep an eye on your lines, Jay. All right, Zubac is gone. All right, Kawhi Leonard at the free throw line. Knocks down the free throw, so it's 102-75 is the score. All right, Luka Doncic with the basketball. Gets his Gilchrist screen. Kicks it out to DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright just checked into the game, drives left on Montrezl Harrell, kicks it out to Tim Hardaway Jr. with Kawhi Leonard on him, drives all the way light, stops, pops, knocks it down. Nice play. All right, Kawhi Leonard gets the ball, shoots a jump shot, knocks it down. Kawhi Leonard on his 8th game tonight, at least from the field. 104-77 is the score. Here comes Tim Hardaway Jr. Takes it with the layup, and he misses the layup. Rebound, Montrezl Harrell. All right, here comes Kawhi Leonard. Bounces the ball to Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell gets into the paint, spin move, and he draws the foul, and they call a travel. He traveled before that. So the Clippers will turn the ball over. Still up by 27. 104-77 is the score with 3:39 remaining in the third quarter. Shout out to Yosis. Yes, I'm doing good. Appreciate you. All right. Luka Doncic shoots a three-pointer. He can't hit. Rebound is to Lou Williams. Lou Williams with the ball. Crosses over. Has his hesitation move. Wow, he lost the ball. He tried to dunk it, but he didn't know what to do with it, so he turns it over. Luka Doncic tries to get into the paint, but can't. Met a crowd. Gives it to DeLon Wright. On the outside of Tim Hardaway. Fakes Kawhi Leonard. Gets to the middle with the right hand. Oh, no, that was Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Fakes the shot. Goes with the right hand. He scores his 104-79. All right, here comes Harrell. Puts the ball on the floor. Goes with the floater, but he misses the shot. It rims out. Rebound, Boban gives it to Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic tries to split the defense. He does successfully. Tries a Euro step. Goes up, and he draws the foul. I got to remember when this live was that you guys are going back and forth. G Money says this game is pretty much over. There is Porzingis, who is out with a sore knee injury. Luka from the free throw line is good. 104-80. I like how Clutch Points has a notification of Rick Carlisle getting ejected in Game 5. Luka knocks down the free throw 104-81, so it's a 23-point lead. Luka's gotten 14 free throw attempts, but he's only 6 of 16. Here comes Lou Will, comes off the screen, fakes, kicks it out, and he travels in the air. See, now the Clippers are starting to get away from what got them the lead. Lou Williams starting to make some mistakes now. Here comes Luka Doncic. Faces a double. Terrible pass by Luka, and the Mavericks turn it over. I think that's Luka's 7th turnover. Once again, 2:28 remaining, 104-81 is the score. Here comes Reggie Jackson. Gives the ball to Kawhi Leonard. Right at the top of the key. Right above the free throw line. Fakes it on Gilchrist. Gets in the post. He gets fouled. I think that was Terrence Mann who he passed it to. Kawhi Leonard. He passes it back to Kawhi Leonard. Shoots a three-pointer, and he drains it. Kawhi Leonard taking over this third quarter. 107-81. Here comes Luka. Gets all the way. Has to kick it out, but loses the ball. DeLon Wright was able to recover. Seth trying to get open. He gets picked up by Reggie Jackson. Then they give it to Gilchrist. Gilchrist can't shoot. Cross-court pass to DeLon Wright. Gets open. Shoots a three-pointer. Knocks it down. Poor defense by Kawhi Leonard. 107-84. Lou Williams with the basketball. Crosses over. Shoots a high floater. Nice floating shot by Lou Will. 109-84 is the score. Oh, yeah, Jay. That's right. Luka Doncic with the basketball. Oh, nice pass to DeLon Wright on the reverse layup. Poor Clipper defense right there. 109-86. 23-point lead for the Los Angeles Clippers. Reaching under a minute remaining for this third quarter. Kawhi Leonard with the basketball. He's dribbling, bringing the ball up. Gilchrist on him, gives the ball to Montrezl Harrell. Then gives the ball to Reggie. Well, he tried to give it to Reggie Jackson. He faked it, but he gave it to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard dribbles right. Oh, he got away with a push, but he misses the shot. Harrell on the offensive glass, he can't. And the ball gets tipped again into the hands of DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright gets it to Curry. Behind the back pass, but he turns it over. The Mavericks can't take advantage, man. Yeah, we still got the fourth quarter. Anyway, we got 26 seconds remaining, man. All right, here comes Reggie Jackson. Gets all the way to the cup, and he scores. Nice play. Reggie looking for a foul. 111-86. All right, Luka gets doubled again. Boban. Wow, Kawhi just snatched it from his hand. 8 seconds remaining. They give the ball to Reggie. Wanted to shoot the three. Goes to the basket, and wow, that was a lot of contact. That should have been a foul. I'm surprised Reggie did not get the call on that. That's crazy. So we got a 25-point lead. 111-86 with 3.1 remaining. The ball's given to Luka Doncic. Luka dribbles, forces up a shot, and he can't hit it. Misses the shot, misses rim. So at the end of the third quarter, 25-point lead for the Clippers, man. The score is 111-86 on the Dallas Mavericks. Heading into the fourth quarter, right here on the Lewis Sports Network with Lewis and D. Smash that like button and make sure to hit that subscribe button for both channels. And Freddie G and Jay are still going at it in the chat. And Ron says at least we still got the fourth quarter. D, you there? Wait. Freddie says, Lou, the live was when D Jeff, G Money, and me got on together. That's the live when I unblocked him. But why did you block him in the first place, though? I don't even remember. Was that the time when we were talking about I think it was the point guard live, I think it was? Yeah, Jay, you're right. With no training camp, it's going really, and the preseason games, yeah, there's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot more injuries. Excuse me. It's going to be a lot more injuries. All right, we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter in a bit. Still on commercial. Once again, guys, make sure to hit the like on the video. You guys happen to come on in, make sure to hit the subscribe button. All right, we should be back in the fourth quarter. There it is. Wow, that was a high-scoring third quarter for both teams, 35-34. All right, continuing to refine. So we got deciding third quarters. LA was +8 in game one. Dallas was +8 in game two. LA was in game three +3, and then Dallas was +16 in game four. Man, I really don't remember this. That's crazy. I didn't expect all this stuff to even be brought up, but hey, it got brought up. All right, Kawhi's got 32 points, 12 of 19 from the field. Paul George has got 27 points on 10 of 16 from the floor. So we're at the start of the fourth quarter. Dallas with the ball. So Trey Burke has got it. Dribbling around, Reggie Jackson cuts off the screen, shoots a three-pointer, knocks it down already. So it's 111-89. So it's a 23-point lead, 22-point lead, excuse me. All right, Reggie Jackson with the basketball. Dumps it to Montrezl Harrell, telling Paul George to go to the right side of the floor. Montrezl is going one-on-one with Boban. Crosses over, gets into the paint, and he draws the foul on Boban. And Montrezl smacks his stanchion knowing that he should have got an and one on that, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. All right, there's Stephen Silas, who is head coach. Who is a son of a former NBA player and head coach Paul Silas. All right, Harrell at the free throw line. It is good. 112-89 is the score. Dean, let me know when you arrive and be there. Just let me know. All right, so the free throw is knocked down by Montrezl Harrell. So the score is now 113-89. All right, so DeLon Wright gives the ball to Trey Burke. Boban sets the screen. Trey Burke gets all the way, shoots a free throw line jumper, knocks it down. So Trey Burke is starting to heat up. So it's 113-91. Screen set by Harrell. Paul George gets all the way down to the floor. Paul George gets into the paint. He scores plus the foul on Boban. So it's 115-91. Paul George has got 29 points now on, I think it's on 11 of 17 shooting right now. So Paul George came and did his thing. So got to give him a lot of credit for this game. Anyway, Paul George knocks down the free throw, 116-91. Paul George is exactly 30 points, 11 to 17. So I actually predicted that right. All right, so Boban ends up knocking down Paul George. Paul George looked like he was going to come after him, but decided Boban in the post, goes with the left hand, and he draws the foul on Jermichael Green. So now Paul George wants to come after everybody now. Now, I'm like, where was this man during the first 4 games, though? PG did turn it up today. He got 30. All right, so here's Boban at the free throw line, knocks down the first free throw, 116-92 is the score. Boban once again at the free throw line, knocks that one down, so it's 116-93. 23-point lead for the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, so Reggie Jackson brings it to Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell gives it right back to Reggie Jackson. If you're the Clippers, you want to play some clock, get some good shots. You don't want to start rushing things to where the Mavericks have a chance to cut into this lead. Paul George ends up almost turning the ball over. And Paul George is holding on to Seth Curry. So Paul George wants all the smoke with the Dallas Mavericks. He wants all the smoke with all these guys. Paul George better keep his head cool, man, because all right, Montrezl Harrell decides to shoot a three-pointer, and he knocks it down. Wow, hell just froze over on that one. Montrezl knocks down the three, 119-93. Reggie Jackson gets screened hard by Boban. Trey Burke comes, but he can't hit the three-pointer. Paul George with an outlet pass to Jermichael Green, gives the ball to Paul George. Nice spin move. Nice pass to Harrell on the dunk. And it's a 121-93 lead for the Los Angeles Clippers as they lead by 28 points. Timeout Dallas with 9:59 remaining in this fourth quarter. Oh, no problem, Jay. What kind of dogs do you have? Don't mind me asking. Montrez looking like the Montrez from the Montrez from the season. So I'm about to cook some fried rice chicken style. Yeah, Freddie. Jay did ask. Yeah, Jay asked that. He said he was Caucasian. I did remember that. I for sure. I know. I remember that. He said he was Caucasian. I remember that for sure. Yeah, I know. I remember when I asked Jay. He said he was Caucasian. Luka needs to be more aggressive and play. Well, you can't really say that anymore, G Money, because that's gonna be for Game 6 at least. That's gonna have to be Game 6 because I doubt Luka's coming back into this game. I doubt that. Well, we got to see how they perform in Game 6, though. We can't just say that, oh, if KP comes back in Game 6, it's going to Game 7. We got to see how KP plays because he's on a sore knee. I'm not trying to discredit Porzingis or Luka Doncic. I'm just saying that I know that they just won, but that to me was really more so the Clippers blowing that double-digit lead and decided to. But Luka's the real deal. And Porzingis is going to be good, and he continues to get better. But I'm sorry. Like, they don't defend. So that's why I said that I picked the Clippers to win the series for that reason. But when the Clippers want to, they can play well on both ends of the floor. They just got to stop. They just got to stop their BS. Shout out to Logan. Says, what's the score? The score is 121-93. Los Angeles Clippers. Clippers are up by 28. Yeah, Big Lou, I got two. Oh, you got Shih Tzus? Nice. In your opinion, do you see a Game 7 or do you think the Clips advance on Thursday? Well, if Porzingis plays, it gives the Mavericks a chance to tie the series. I don't know if they're going to do that. I got to see how Porzingis plays on his knee. And then Luka Doncic is right now ailing himself, and he's not in the game right now. So 121-93 is the score. Seth Curry gives the ball to Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, but he can't hit the three. He's never been known as a shooter. I don't even know what they got him shooting out there. Delon Wright ends up losing the basketball after Paul George closes out on him. Oh, wait. Oh, no, he deflected it, so the Mavericks will keep the ball with 9:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Well, they've played this game, yes. All right, Trey Burke crosses over, gets to the middle, and he can't hit the shot. Rebound to Lou Will. Lou Will comes off the screen, shoots another floater, and he knocks out another one. Lou Will is actually 4 for 4 when he shot that floater. 123-93. The Clippers go back up by 30. So the ball was given to Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, then giving the ball to DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright goes around the pick, passes the ball to Michael Kidd-Gilchrist for three, but he can't hit. Rebound to Lou Will. Lou Will just loses the ball. DeLon Wright stuck from behind. Seth Curry open, gives it to Gilchrist. Gilchrist drives, gets stripped of the ball, but they call a foul on JaMychal Green as he strips him. Them two little bees are like my kids. He says them little bastards are like my kids, man. All right, man. So Michael Gilchrist gets fouled. He shoots the free throw. Got that hitch in his shot, man, and he misses. I'm surprised he never fixed that. And even if it is comfortable for him, it's like Michael Kidd-Gilchrist knocks down the second free throw. 123-94. Reggie Jackson with the ball, gives it to Paul George, shoots a three-pointer, knocks down another one. Paul George on fire in this game, 33 points for PG-13. All right, Trey Burke with the ball, drives left to the middle, shoots the jump shot, knocks it down like an Allen Iverson would. He'd be so proud. 126-96, 30-point game. All right, Harrell sets. There was a double screen as Paul George came off from the right side, coming up to the middle. Paul George crosses over. Justin Jackson gets to the basket, shoots the shot, and he draws the foul. So Paul George will now go to the free throw line to shoot two. 33 points, 12 of 18 from the field for Paul George. Knocks down the first free throw, 34 points for him. 127-96. All right, here's the second free throw, knocks it down, 128-96, 35 for PG-13. All right, ball's given to DeLon Wright, then given to Trey Burke. Trey Burke trying to cross to the middle, decides to shoot it, gets blocked. Well, Reggie Jackson decides to be Superman, Bobby Schmurder at least, and gets the ball. deflected and blocked, but but there was a foul call, and Paul George is now going to sit out of the game. Looks like his day is over. Finished with 35 points with a 32-point lead, 7:54 remaining in this game. Paul George came through big time. As I said, that he needed to step up. 12 of 18, 4 threes. All right, so who just shot that? I think that was Trey Burke, but he missed the shot. Harrell takes it all the way to the basket, and he scores. He actually got fouled, but they didn't call it. 34-point lead for the Clippers, 130-96. Here comes Steph Curry, being guarded by Landry Shamet. Dribbles left, decides to shoot the jump shot, but he can't hit. Rebound Montrezl Harrell. Here comes Harrell, takes it all the way, tries to step through, and he draws the foul. So he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. All right, so it looks like we got a timeout. All right, man, 7:13 remaining in this game. Score is 130-96 in favor of the Los Angeles Clippers. 34-point lead right now. I guess the only reason he's saying that is because he believes that Luka's got time. I don't know if he's ever going to be a good defender. I sincerely doubt that. Even if he is 21 years old, it's just from what I've seen. He's got time to grow. I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. But again, I always say, man, salute to people in the chat. Congratulations, Jay. Shout out to your Tigers for that 7-1 victory, man. That's big. That means me and D are going to hit big right now. Shout out to Devin Booker. What's the score? Make sure to hit the like as you guys come in. Oh, the refs are trash. Yeah. Shout out to Nick Diaz. Appreciate you coming through on D's side of the channel. Yeah. So the score is 134-96. I did, Jay. I did. Actually, it's 130-96. Clippers winning. 130-96. Hey man, look, man, your Tigers have been surprising, man. So I gotta give them credit. Anyway, Clippers with 17 made three-point field goals, most in franchise playoff history. But Montrezl misses the free throw. So it stays at 130-96, 34-point lead right now for the Los Angeles Clippers. All right, Montrezl at the free throw line shoots the next one, knocks that down. 35-point game with 7:13 remaining, 131-96. Okay, here comes the line right, gives the ball to okay, somebody else came in new in. Justin Jackson has got it. So we got some new players in for the Mavericks. The line right was giving the ball to all right, so I got to see who some of these guys are. The line right just scores in the late with the layup, so it's 131-98. Here comes Terrence Mann, brings the ball up to the floor. There's Ronnie Magruder coming off the screen. Then he gives the ball to Landry Shamet, who comes off another screen. Landry gets to the lane, but he gets stripped by Justin Jackson. Gives it to the line right, who lobs it. And trying to see who dunked that ball. Man, I can't even see who that was. But anyway, score is 131 to 100. All right, so the ball is put into Montrezl. Spin move, gets stripped, loses the ball. Another turnover by the Clippers. They better be careful heading into Game 6. All right, the ball is given to the line right. They swing the ball to Gilchrist, give it to Justin Jackson for three. He can't hit. Rebounds to Ronnie Magruder, goes behind the back. Then they give the ball halfway point through this game, fourth quarter. The ball's given to Landry Shamet. Landry lobs it right into Jermichael Green in the post on the left block. Decides to shoot, puts an up and under move, and he can't hit off the glass. Pull up, gives it to Gilchrist, goes behind the back, shoots the shot, but he can't hit. Rebound is to Montrezl. Let me see. We got Josh Reed. Oh, Antonius Cleveland. Trying to see who that other player is. Anyway, Terrence Mann with the basketball. Goes all the way to the basket, drives right, and wow, he got stripped. Looked like he got some contact. Justin Jackson with the ball. Gives it. And nice dunk. Do we get a foul? Pass it to Josh Reese for the dunk, but do we have a foul? All right, Patrick Patterson and Amir Coffey are coming in. So they're getting ready to come in on the next one. So we got 5:19 remaining in this game. Yep. All right, so looks like we got a timeout with 5:19 remaining in the game. And remember, all this started about Luka Doncic. Let that sink in. All right, man. So still a 31-point game, 131 to 100, 31-point lead for the Los Angeles Clippers, 5:19 remaining. So now Landry Shamet is going to sit out. Lakers made a statement in Game 4. They really made a statement in Game 4. And the Clippers making a statement in Game 5. But I know what they're going to say. Oh, there was no Kristaps Porzingis. Antonius Cleveland goes all the way to the basket with that scoop layup, but he can't hit, but gets his own rebound, recovers, takes it all the way to the rack with the left hand, tries it again, and he scores. 131-102. So Amir Coffey with not Amir Coffey, excuse me. Terrence Mann with the basketball gets it to Montrezl, gets it to Amir Coffey. Open Patrick Patterson in the corner for three. He knocks that one down. Easy as can be. 134 to 102. Justin Jackson shoots the corner three-pointer, but he can't hit. Offensive rebound. Looks like Josh Reese tried to get the offensive rebound, but that didn't work. Well, what Jay says is true in terms of the bad bets. Because I remember when D was making his NBA predictions, Jay did come on his channel and did say there were bets that he shouldn't make just because of certain players being out and stuff like that. So I do remember that. Josh Reese at the free throw line. It is good. So 31-point lead. All right. Free throw is good. 134 to 104. So we got Terrence Mann brings the ball up left side of the floor, gets a screen by Montrezl, who rolls to the basket. Terrence Mann has to stop. The ball gets deflected, but Harrell picks it up. No Dallas Maverick picked it up, and Harrell just goes around Boban and he scores. 136-104. So we're reaching about the 4-minute mark of the game. All right, man. So we got a miss. Terrence Mann gives it to Amir Coffey. Amir Coffey, nice pass. Gives it to Magruder for three, and he drains it. 139-104. I believe that's the Clippers' 20th three made. I think the franchise record for threes made is 25. All right, so 35-point lead. This game is pretty much over. Josh Reese with the ball, gives the ball to Antonius Cleveland, drives to the middle, stops, pops with a jump shot. Tough shot right there, fading. Justin Jackson tries to get the offensive rebound, but ends up turning it over, so the Clippers will get the basketball. Anyway, so Amir Coffey dribbles and he tried to get through, but he gets fouled from behind. Trying to see by who it was. I think that was Antonius Cleveland with the foul. Porzingis, only player in NBA history with 125 made threes and 100 blocks in a single season. That tells you his ability to stretch the floor and his ability to block shots, but he's not right there. And give credit to Porzingis, man, for really toning up his body. Coming back for the Dallas Mavericks. He knew he had to get stronger so he could be dealing with the physicality. 140-104. Amir Coffey makes both free throws, so 141-104. We got a 37-point Clippers lead right now. All right, Antonius Cleveland tries to put the ball in the basket, but he can't. Terrence Mann with the rebound. Terrence Mann kicks it out. Good extra pass. Patrick Patterson shoots a three-pointer, knocks down another one. 144-104. It's a 40-point lead, the biggest lead of the game for the Clippers in this game. Line right with the basketball. Nice hesitation right there with the head fake, and then is able to drive left to the basket. So he scores 144-106, 38-point game. The ball's given to Terrence Mann, then to Montrezl Harrell. So he's going to bring the ball up. Get some. He's going to play a little bit of point guard. Gives the ball to Amir. Amir comes off the screen. Nice bounce pass to Harrell. Harrell with the kiss off the glass for the score. 146-106. All right, Josh Reese with the ball goes all the way to the basket, and what do we have? We got an offensive foul on Josh Reeves with 2:14 remaining in this game. All right, SLT says, what's PG-13 stats? I got you, bro. He scored 35 points, 12 of 18 from the field, and he had 4 threes made, 4 out of 8 from three-point range. Those are Paul George's stats. All right, Montrezl gives it to Patrick Patterson. He knocks down another 3. Patrick Patterson's got 9 points in the fourth quarter, 149-106. 43-point bashing right now by the Clippers. The Clippers really showing their depth right now. But even though there's no defense being played by the Mavericks at this point. All right, so Josh Reeves misses a jump shot. Patrick Patterson gives the ball to Terrence Mann, who then gives the ball to Montrezl Harrell. Gives the ball to Patrick Patterson, gives it back to Harrell. Harrell with that push shot, and he knocks down another one. So it's 151-106. 45-point lead. You know the Mavericks are going to come out harder, so the Clippers cannot get complacent because this is the type of game that Game 6, if they don't come out with that same intensity, we're looking at a 7th game. So the next game for these two teams is going to be on Thursday at 9 o'clock. 151-106. 137 remaining. Remember, 76 points in the first half. 151 right now. 21 made three-pointers. All playoff records. Clippers playoff records. That's Justin Jackson draws the foul. Well, he got over the slump for that one game. 35-4-3. Again, shout out to SLT Perk. We just got to see how Paul George does in Game 6. So looks like Montrezl Harrell left and went to the locker room on the other side. What just happened? All right, so JaMychal Green is in. So we got 131 remaining. I'm confused. Why did Harrell go on the other side on the side of Dallas? But anyway, we're going to have a timeout with 151 remaining. I don't know what happened to D. Freddie Gee was saying, let him know that he's got to work on his defense. Shout out to Karam. He said, this been over. Oh, yeah, I mean, you already know. This was done. That was been over. Make Luka do some defensive slides when he get back home. Highland closeouts. Freddie have clips. Check latest Lewis post or any video. All right, Justin Jackson misses the first free throw. So 151-106. 131 remaining in this game. If there's no Porzingis, I still say even with Porzingis, if the only way I see the Clippers losing is if they get complacent. That's the only way. They did what they were supposed to do, and they did it in all phases. They get away from that, this is going 7 games. But I got the Clippers in 6. I got the Clippers in 6 this one. So a missed 3. Josh Reeves with the ball, drives to the basket with the layup. He scores 151-109. Reaching under a minute remaining for this game, which will be a game. Looks like we got another 3-pointer. And it was Patrick Patterson, I believe, who knocked that one down. So he got 12 points in the fourth quarter. Jay says progress P for now. Yeah, I got that. So a 3-pointer was hit. No, actually the 2-pointer was hit. So it's 154-111. Here comes Ronnie Magruder. Gives the ball to Terrence Mann. Nice bounce pass. Amir Coffey shoots a 3-pointer, but he misses badly. Rebound, Justin Jackson. Justin Jackson gives it to the line right. They swing it. Josh Reeves shoots a 3-pointer, but he can't hit. And that pretty much does it, ladies and gentlemen. The Clippers are going to win this one decisively. They're just going to dribble the ball out. Show respect to your opponent. Don't shoot it. and the Clippers will turn that ball over with 6.6 seconds remaining. I don't know what happened right there with Montrez. Alrighty, so the Clippers will get a big win. And so the game is over. Clippers win convincingly, 154-111, 43-point win. All right, 154 points, third most in any playoff game in NBA playoff history for any team. Third most, 154. So the Clippers get it done. They take care of business. Shout out to Brandon Nicholson. I'm glad to see that Paul George is coming to play. To think that some people said Mavs in 4. Who said that? Well, remember what we were saying. Paul George was going to be the difference in this game, and by golly, he was the difference. 35 big ones. Kawhi Leonard did his thing, but so did Paul George. Paul George has to do the same exact thing in Game 6 if the Clippers are going to win. Same exact thing. Kawhi Leonard had 33 points. Let me just check real quick. Kawhi Leonard had 32 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Paul George led the team in scoring with 35 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Luka got guarded by many people. Paul George, Marcus Morris, Kawhi Leonard, Zubac, Reggie Jackson. They threw a lot of people at him. So they threw many people. Landry Shamet at times guarded him too. He got doubled also by Montrezl Harrell. So he was getting it from everybody today. But man, that was crazy. All right, guys. So the Clippers win this game 154-111. If we look at the final stats in this game, wow, the Dallas Mavericks allowed the Clippers to shoot 63% from the field, and they let the Clippers shoot 22 out of 35 from three-point range, which resulted in 62%. The free throw disparity was just about even. Clippers got one more free throw attempt. The Mavericks were only 12 of 37 from the three ball. The Mavs got out-rebounded by 18. Clippers had 28 assists, so they really shared the ball and they made shots. Clippers ended up with more turnovers, but that was because of the fourth quarter. Both teams even with points in the paint at 42 apiece. The Mavericks had 8 steals. The Clippers had more turnovers, but like I said before, that's due to the fourth quarter. But anyway, the three ball really pretty much took it off. How much did Lou Will have off the bench? I'll tell you right now. Lou Will finished with 8 points. So Luka can't guard a closed door. Man, these guys are doing it, bro. Wow. All right, guys. Salute to everybody in the chat. Whether we agree or disagree, it's all basketball talk at the end of the day. I know Jay and Freddie Gee went at it in the chat, man. Full on glove. I told you, bare knuckle fight doing the five doing the 5-knuckle shuffle. Anyway, this is your boy Lewis, man. Appreciate you guys coming through. I don't know what happened to D, but I appreciate you guys coming through. Shout out to everybody in D's chat as well with you guys. But I'm going to call a night on this stream. So from the Lewis Sports Network to my man D, the Godfather Jefferson, man. I wish you guys have a wonderful night. We'll be back on tomorrow with some basketball content, man, as we already know at the end of the day. So let's see if your Thunder can do it, Karam. I think I'm going to do that Thunder game. What time is that Thunder game, by the way? We going Paulie now. Word, Freddie, we going Paulie? That's what we do? Yo, Jay said Charles Oakley would score 20 on Luka Doncic right now. Man. Shout out to Artist, man. Appreciate you. Listen, man, I got Charles Oakley getting 25 and 10 on Luka. That's facts only. But anyway. All right, guys, man. Take care. Oh, it's a 6:30 game? All right, bet. We lit. Thunder Rockets tomorrow, baby. Let's go. All right, guys. Bless up. Live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for being a part of the stream. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure to share it in the social medias. And then as well, as Ryan always says, we chat together, stream together, family for life. Have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys on the next one. And I'm gone.
In the lead. That's skied out to center field. Towering shot. A.J. Pollock going back. That is gone. Big fly for Mike Trout. 2-0 Angels here in the first. Going back to getting a mistake. Break ball. Got it. Trout. Hit center field.
Manning's going to run. He cuts back at the one time for the goal line. Touchdown, Eli Manning.
On 2nd and 4. Manning takes off. He's inside the 5 to the end zone. Dive. Touchdown. Away 1-on-2 behind the back. Switch throw. Oh, what a pass to Anderson.
Beautiful dish. Grant with the jam.
The elevation now. Michael's had 2 shots blocked tonight. Penny Hardaway goes up, makes the move. He sees Horace coming here.